so they keep 41,000 items ready to ship. Whether your company is still in a basement office or expanding cross-country, Uline will be there on your road to success. Visit uline.com.
This is a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes. It was the Cardinals and the Pirates yesterday. Alec Burleson went 1 for 4 with an RBI, but he made the one hit count.
Nope. RBI single, and it's 4-1. Burleson brings home Donovan, and Arenado goes to third.
And the Cardinals go on to beat the Pirates 5-3. The Cubs beat the Rangers 10-6. Sean Armstrong went 1 inning and struck out a batter for Texas. This has been a Pirate Radio Sports Break. I'm Shirley Rhodes.
This is Martin Truex Jr., and as a NASCAR Cup Series champion, I love one-stop shopping. When I need fresh tires or fuel during a race, my pit crew takes care of everything. Off the track, I have an Auto Owners independent agent. They handle all my insurance in one place: car, home, life, and business. Get your own pit crew and find a local agency with Auto Owners Insurance.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates!
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back, so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's Hot Dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's Hot Dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers, or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed.
New cornerbacks coach at East Carolina is Teron Williams. When you were here in 2019 to 21, did you see glimpses that Blake was going to be a head coach and be a good head coach?
Absolutely. Absolutely. The way he ran his defense, the way the kids played, the way the kids responded to him, the way he taught, the way he developed his staff and pushed people to grow and develop, the way that he went about growing and developing as a defensive coordinator, there was no doubt in my mind that I knew that he would be a head coach. No doubt in my mind.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio.
Welcome back to the Rich Eisen Show. Tom Pelissero in for Rich.
He was aware of what their number was, talking about.
Oh, 100%.
The Broncos and Sean Payton. Yeah.
And it was more or less the conversation more or less went, when the bleep have I ever won 5 games or 6 games? Like, what is wrong with you people? But those are, I mean, those win totals always fascinate me, because I'm always sitting back. I know I'm too close to it at times, but I'm always thinking, what is it based on? Because it's obviously it's public confidence, and you want the bets to end up on either side, right?
Yep.
But like, why the public confidence on certain things is so high or so low? Mm-hmm. The idea the Broncos were going to go 5-12 last year.
Yeah, I never thought that, but yeah.
Would have been hard to imagine. The Vikings were 6.5.
Yeah, the Vikings was pretty low as well.
Last year. Yep. And that was just because of, all right, Sam Darnold or J.J. McCarthy. They're not Kirk Cousins. And yet, they go and win 14.
Yeah, slightly different this year. Denver, 9.5 right now, win total.
9.5? Which way are you going on that, Brock?
Over is plus money.
Sean might be listening. Does that help?
Well, over is plus 125, and I think that's great value for an over for Denver. 10-7, like, come on.
Betting on these two before and again, I can't give gambling advice. Did I mention
before
that?
The draft? Yeah, you mentioned that a few times.
Betting it before the draft seems completely wild to me because of the combination of trades that can happen before and during the draft, the draft picks that can vastly influence things as well.
Right.
And we're sitting here 15 days out, and again, I think that it was similar to this last year where at this point we knew Caleb was going number one. We had a pretty good idea. It's never 100%. This year, never 100%. We had a pretty good idea Cam Ward goes 1 to the Titans. The draft begins at 2, but unlike a year ago when it was, okay, which quarterback is Washington going to take? Because the back and forth last year was not even Jaden versus Drake May. It was Jaden versus J.J. McCarthy. That was the real question about who was going to go number 2. This year, I would fairly say this. I would be surprised if the Browns take Shedeur Sanders at 2. It seems like, and again, everybody lies this time of year. There's tons of misinformation, but it seems like a Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter decision for the Browns. Mm-hmm. Then you get to the Giants at 3. I would not be surprised if they took Shedeur.
But they take the other guy, right? No? Oh, you would not be surprised.
I would not be surprised.
Oh, interesting.
If they would take Shedeur.
I think you should keep saying that nonstop until the draft.
I would say for a variety of reasons.
Mostly so the Patriots can get one of those.
I know you love it. Absolutely. Yeah. I would just say, even though they signed Jameis, they signed Russell. They're making a combined like $15 million this year. That's solid bridge quarterback, high-end backup quarterback money between the two of them.
Right.
There's nothing there that precludes you. And I got a call from a GM who told me, like, everyone's saying that this means they're not taking a quarterback after they signed Russ. He's like, this is the perfect setup because you got 2 dudes who have been there before. Take the pressure off having to push Shedeur onto the field. And what buys you more time as a coach in front office than drafting a quarterback? So Shedeur, who rolled into a game earlier this year wearing full Giants garb, you know that he would like to end up potentially in that situation. You are absolutely right that there are some teams right behind the Giants that have an absolute vested interest in wanting him to go there, including the Patriots, who are at 4 and are not going to take a quarterback. But that would not shock me. So that becomes then, if Shedeur does not go at 3, where does he go? And that is one of the many unknowns here. Because if you talk to people around the league, and I've talked to enough coaches and scouts, there's a real difference here in the way that, it's not unanimous, it rarely is, but the way that Cam Ward and Shedeur are seen. And if Shedeur does not go by 3, then you run into the real questions of, all right, where exactly does he go? Because there's only so many teams that are even a threat to take one in the first. Is he in for a long slide? Does he go 3 and life is simple and you guys fall completely backwards into Travis Hunter or Abdul Carter?
That would be great.
Best case scenario for the Patriots. But if he does not go, if they take the other guy, it's going to be fascinating to see. Because there's real intrigue in Tyler Shuck from Louisville, the 7th-year senior who's got 3 different degrees at 3 different schools. You've got Jalen Milroe, who, and I know that Alabama fans, there's some PTSD there in terms of watching the inconsistencies in the passing game, but he is a pretty unique runner, and he's bigger than the other really good runners we've seen in the NFL. There's real fans of him. And Jackson Dart, the same thing. There's real Jackson Dart fans out there. If you told me Shedeur is not the 2nd quarterback or even the 3rd quarterback, I wouldn't be shocked. I think he ultimately is the 2nd quarterback taken, but that's the level of variance that exists there in a year where Cam Ward is probably in the mix with those top 6 guys that went last year at the top of the draft. He wouldn't be number 1. He probably wouldn't be number 2, but he'd be in that mix. With Shedeur, he might be later on. We're back tomorrow. Yeah. Really big show. Can't wait. Appreciate you guys having me here today. We'll do it again. Why not? Tom Pelissero in for Rich.
Don't let the urge to sing along to that catchy tune distract you from that truck drifting towards your lane or that lane-splitting biker creeping up beside you. Fortunately, every Hyundai offers advanced safety features that can alert you to potential dangers around you. And Hyundai has over 120 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006 because Hyundai is always working to ensure the road doesn't get you. Hyundai vehicles have won over 120 IIHS Top Safety Awards from 2006 to 2024.
You know what's better than a limited time deal? An unlimited time deal. That's why the Wendy's $5 Biggie Bag with a Junior Bacon Cheeseburger, 4-piece nugs, Junior Hot and Crispy Fries, and small soft drink is available all the time. Because the best time for fresh, never frozen beef and Applewood smoked bacon is all the time. Duh. I feel like I'm repeating myself a lot. For the best deal of all time, gotta be Wendy's.
Unlimited time does not mean forever. U.S. price and participation may vary. Prices may be higher in Alaska, Hawaii, and California and via third-party delivery. Fresh beef available in the contiguous U.S. Alaska.
If you missed the Brian Bailey Show, you missed.
New cornerbacks coach at East Carolina is Teron Williams. Do you buy into the Clay theory that you're building a new Clay model every year?
Absolutely. I mean, when you walk in every year, whatever the core values are, whatever we're setting the core values of this program or the room are, you get new kids in, you get them accustomed to it, and you roll. Right now, I don't think there's time for anything else outside of setting those deals, teaching them, and just rolling, man.
Tune in Mondays at noon for the Brian Bailey Show, powered by Greenville Utilities, right here on Pirate Radio.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Bring in any offer from CarMax, and they will beat it by $500. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily. And you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
At U.S. Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want or the phone plan that's right for you. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Whoa, that's like getting tickets to both a wrestling match and a figure skating show.
Yep, get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90, no trade-in needed. U.S. Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for U.S. Cellular since 1997. Visit AtlanticWireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
This is Dr. Hasty from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as a walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. Call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza. Epic. Hey, we're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is back at only $13.99. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, an MVP move for game day or any day. Go Pirates!
The Parker Bird Show.
PGA golfer Webb Simpson. You were very close to Grayson Murray, rest his soul. How has his death kind of changed the way that you view relationships in life?
He and I were pretty close. You know, I've known Grayson since he was probably 7 or 8 years old. And I think it just opened my eyes that people are always dealing with something. It definitely gave me perspective quickly on life and how short it is.
The Parker Bird Show, exclusively on Pirate Radio TV on YouTube.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
Can you be quiet, please? Thank you.
Welcome to Pirate Radio Live.
Big now. Clip. Hey, man, good to see you, brother.
We got Jarrett here. Hey, Jarrett. Hey. And we got left side. Strong side. He's like an Incredible Hulk when the temperature goes up. He gets angry.
You don't want to make me warmer. It was just such a fresh of breath air.
Well said, John.
You need to write a song called Super.
He's a great communicator.
Got a little taco meat on my chest.
Good to see you too, Clip. And to all the
discount people that have replaced the people I knew here at Pirate Radio.
Wow.
Welcome.
Wow.
Discount Chandler, discount Big Dog.
Big Dog really shrunk.
Anthony Santander.
If it wasn't funny, then let's blame it on the duck.
Now live from the Pirate Radio studios in the heart of the Pirate Nation, here is your host, Clip Brock.
Welcome in to a Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live. Clip Brock here with you inside the Pirate Radio studios, coming to you today on Pirate Radio 92.7 FM in Greenville, 104.1 in Washington. We're on 1250, 930 online, PR927FM.com. And we'll be hanging out for the next 3 hours on YouTube. Pirate Radio TV is the place to be. Give us a like, a subscribe, and let us know what is on your mind following an East Carolina baseball loss to NC State. Cliff Godwin had a lot to say after that game. We will dissect that coming up on today's show. Might need to slip on the hazmat suits and head over to Facebook and see what the folks are saying after a midweek loss to the Pack last night at Clark LeClaire Stadium. So we will we'll do that quite a bit on today's show. We got a lot of guests to get to as well, including our buddy Ken Watlington, WNCT Channel 9. He joins us coming up in hour number 1. We'll talk to our guy Rahjai Harris coming up later on in the program. Holton Ahlers as well. I'll get their thoughts on Cliff's comments about needing players to buy in, needing to bleed the purple and gold, you could say, metaphorically, that certainly Rahjai and Holton did that during their careers here at ECU. Also, my chat with Justin Hardy. We will get to that. Been promising that for 48 hours now. And you know what? I promise we're going to get to it today. And coming up at 5 o'clock, we'll talk to Courtney from 5th Street Hardware. Another awesome event going on. Chanman will be emceeing that, so we'll have the details on that coming up later on today's show. Shirley Rhodes is here rocking the Barton College hat today. We've got Will wearing his traditional black from head to toe. Not an emo guy, not a fat guy, just likes wearing black. Go figure. Delaney is here as well. Jared Watkins, head of the table. Hey, Jared.
Hey, yo.
And I got left side.
Strong side.
Chandler Honeycutt here on a Jeans Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live.
Yeah, I woke up this morning and I saw it was like in the lower 50s. And I was like, I'm going with the jeans again. So, but yeah, excited about Saturday. Along with myself emceeing, Brian Bailey will be also
the Hall of Famer.
Yep.
Will be at 5th Street Hardware. Big event going on. We will tell you the details coming up at 5 o'clock. Want to obviously start with Pirate Baseball, but one other, because this is huge. By the way, I was in the dark last night. Power didn't get cut off, thank God. But internet was out. Ooh. And it was a weird thing, too, because I was notified on the way home that we had no TV, internet, nothing. But there were outages around the house, so we thought it had something to do with that. Well, about 3 or 4 hours into that, I keep checking on it, and I get on. You ever do like one of these chats where, are you talking to a robot or are you talking to a real person?
It's a robot.
Yeah.
Disguised as a real person.
Right, yeah. I got on one of them. They said there was no power outage in my area. I was like, well, nothing's working anyway. Hopefully they are out there now or will be in the next hour or so. But I had no TV, internet. I do have data on my phone, so I was watching some local CBS, and I saw an ad for the Masters. And I was mad after the championship game Monday night, and I tweeted out the Masters are overrated and lame, which I stand by. But I've been asking folks this week, why do you like the Masters? Why does Chandler Honeycutt like the Masters as a golf guy? Get me excited. Get me fired up. Chandler, they took your comments from Tuesday and put it on a CBS ad. I could not believe it when I saw it.
Really?
Yeah. Do you want to hear it?
Sure.
This is the pump up promo they're running for this year's Masters. This is amazing. Shirley, can you hit it?
The history, the tradition. I don't know. It's special. And what's cool to me, past champions play in the Masters every year. So like Vijay Singh. But I like that past champions to get invited every year. Keeping up with the champions dinner. What are they going to eat?
A tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS.
Sign me up, man.
Start right now.
Oh my God. I'm so excited for this thing.
Tee it up.
Woo, buddy. Woo. Damn, dude. Why didn't anybody tell me that
I was fired up at the beginning where I said the tradition. And the music was playing in the background. That was awesome.
Keeping up with what they're going to eat. Oh, man, what an event it will be Thursday through Sunday.
You'll be tuned in.
Tuned in.
You'll be tuned in. They'll be competing.
If Optimum gets their crap together, I will.
And they'll be teeing off.
We're gonna play golf.
Oh, we're gonna play the Masters.
We're almost at the anniversary of Mike Houston and John Gilbert not being sure if there was gonna be a spring game. Remember that?
They're so why is there no spring game?
We're not gonna have a spring game this year.
We're gonna have a game.
And then Mike Houston's we're gonna play a freaking spring game.
Oh, we gotta find that.
Was this last year?
No, this was
COVID
coming back from COVID.
Oh, okay.
And they were the reports were that it was going to be closed to the fans, and we were like, "Are y'all even going to play the game?"
Yeah,
and,
what are y'all going to do since there's no spring game?
And so I remember being in the scrum. We were in the end zone where we do our interviews for the Friday practices.
Yeah.
And I remember it to this day. He said, "Oh, we're going to have a freaking game.
We're having a freaking game.
We're having a freaking game." Now that actually, to be fair, I don't want to use words out of context. That was leading up to the season opener one year because he was talking to the team.
Having a freaking game.
We're having a freaking game.
We're having a freaking game.
Freaking game.
I don't remember him talking like that.
What do you think? We make it up?
No, but
are you not in tune with how he speaks?
I'm not in tune.
He also said at the State Theater one time that we're going to bust their freaking ass.
We're having a freaking game.
Oh, and the Pirates lose.
I love how he says freaking.
They missed the field
We're
goal.
going to have a freaking game.
They missed the extra point and a field goal.
Oh, jeez.
And lost. Let's check in with, but Chandler, thank you for firing me up for the Masters.
Can we hear that one more time?
Shirley, hit it again, because we are, oh man.
The history, the tradition. I don't know. It's special. And what's cool to me, past champions play in the Masters every year. So like Vijay Singh.
Vijay Singh's playing?
But I like that past champions to get invited every year. Keeping up with the champions dinner. What are they going to eat?
A tradition unlike any other. The Masters on CBS.
I hate to break it to you, but Vijay Singh is not playing.
No, dude. They can't run that in the promo and him not play. That was one of the main reasons.
He withdrew.
Oh, my God. It was history,
but
tradition, Vijay Singh, and keeping up with what they eat.
And former champions play in this tournament, including Fred Couples, 1992 champion, who J-Bone has making the cut.
Yeah.
So Jared says, I got Fred Couples making the cut. Chandler scoffed at it.
I said, Fred Couples?
But that's always a fun little thing. Can Freddie hang around? He's kind of just hitting it in the middle of the fairway and parring his way to making it to Saturday. And I was like, that's an interesting bet, I guess. And Jarrett was like, yeah, I don't know who he is. That was kind of shocking to me that you don't know who Fred Couples is.
Sorry, I'm not in the know. I'm not in tune.
Wait, I thought you were a golf guy.
Yeah, it doesn't mean I watched it.
The smoothest swing in golf.
Oh, is that right?
And that's part of the history. That's part of the tradition.
Why did you think of Vijay Singh of all people?
I don't know. because he has played in it every year since he's won.
Until the 1 year.
That's a shame. And the year.
But you're talking about him on the promo.
2000.
We made a line change, and this could be tough.
Now I'm starting to.
I got to check in with the chat gang.
Oh, sorry. I was just going to ask, why is the Masters special?
Thank you.
Does, man.
History, tradition, VJ Singh, and food are the 4 things you told me.
All right. Let's take VJ Singh out, and let's add Fred Couples.
Okay. I would like to replace a VJ for a Freddie. Steve Hill says, "Hey yo,
hey yo,
What's there?
All right. Pike liked the stream. Jamie says, "Hey now,
hey now."
Lane said, "Clip, your Braves got us, but we will bounce back tonight. Don't think ECU is bouncing back. Looks pretty grim." We'll get to that in just a moment. PJ says hello. Hello.
What's up, PJ?
Newton says, "Hey, it's the strong side."
It's me.
Mr. Masters. Pike says, "Congrats for correctly multitasking today and getting the show on YouTube at 3 p.m. That sounds very backhanded, but I think Pike is a nice guy.
Me and Pike, good buddies, yeah.
Okay.
He wouldn't say anything derogatory towards me.
But when you have to start saying congrats on getting the show on the air at the proper time, that's not a good sign for us.
All right, if you're going to start coming after me,
I'm making statements.
Okay.
Pike says, "I like the Masters because my uncle brings me a hat every year." Some guy on Twitter responded to my
special.
Oh my God. Some guy responded to my tweet and said, "Go Masters." What do you mean, go Masters?
It's a little.
You're pulling for the tournament?
What was your tweet about the Masters being overrated?
And another guy responded by showing me a hat that said Masters 2025. Cool. I'm going to get a hat that says World Series. Go baseball.
Go baseball.
You're pulling for an event. I don't get it, man.
Either you love it or you don't. People have different opinions, and that's what's beautiful about the world.
Oh, that's true. That's true. I've tried to get people to sell me on it, but I got to say Chandler did not do a great job.
I will say this. I have never been to the Masters because it's really not that important. It's overrated.
Yeah. I got him on my side. My side.
You sold me.
Yes. Jamie says we're going to have a freaking game with freaking laser beams.
That's like me going to a business. That's like me going to a business to have them advertise. Instead of them getting advertisement, they hire me. I'm like, you know what? I'm going to work for you guys.
We're having a freaking game.
Well, first of all, it's like you going to a business and they say, "Why should I advertise at Pirate Radio?" And you say, "History,
the tradition, Troy driving."
A cool part is former players come on the show.
Former owners.
Bryce Williams. And, you know, it's fun. We eat lunch there, too. So it's cool to see, like, what we're eating every day. That would be the equivalent of what you said.
We have a bracket challenge every year.
Steven says Freddie will not make the cut. He is old as Lou Rawls.
Cool, man.
Pike said, "I met Freddie years ago. Got his wife
what?
Got his wife Deborah's autograph.
I smashed anybody's grandma.
Along with the lady that played Sheila on Young and the Restless." All right, now I'm interested. You got me. I'm hooked.
You met Fred Couples, but got his wife's autograph?
Now, is she?
Have you seen his wife?
I'm about to look it up.
Yeah, I haven't seen her.
I'm about to look at a couple of pics. If you
hey now.
Hey.
Deborah Couples. Oh, actress. Fred's ex-wife.
Their ex, yeah.
After she met Pike, she said, "I'm out of here." Wonder what she was in. What was she in?
Can I sneak a peek at her?
Oh, story behind tragic suicide.
Oh, she's dead.
Okay, let's move on.
All right, never mind.
No more Deborah Couples talk. J-Bone, Joel says Boner's hat looks like the hot now sign from Krispy Kreme.
It says Hank Williams Jr.
Yeah. All right. We got to get to baseball.
Baseball.
Do we?
Yeah, man.
Last night we found out. You know what? Do you want to break the line or you want me to say?
You can do it.
We found out what the J in J-Bone stands for. Journalism.
Ooh.
We're calling him Journalism Bone.
I had to call him last night and tell him how proud I was of him.
You had to call it like you see it?
Yep.
Jarrett, what was your question you asked Cliff Godwin?
Well, he talked about Sunday. He just did feel like guys believed. I asked him if he felt like that belief was there last night.
Cut 2. Was the belief there last night?
Nope, sure don't. And that's a tough pill to swallow, man. Told him to take pride in the jersey. Talked to Carter Cunningham last night for about an hour, and you know how much pride Carter Cunningham and Trey Savage. So you got to have pride in the jerseys, man. You got to have pride in East Carolina and in this daggone transactional, crappy world that we're in college athletics. You got to have pride in the uni, man. Like, I got a lot of pride in this uniform. I freaking wore it as a player. I've worn it for a coach for a long time, and we've got to get a lot of guys to buy into that.
Man.
Word up.
Heavy words there.
You got to have pride in East Carolina.
I like how he said, man. It's a tough pill to swallow, man.
Well, I asked, Mully, like, how frustrated is Cliff right now with everything going on? And I think you can hear it in those comments.
Yeah. Yeah, he had another comment question by Patrick Mason. He was just like, there was a lot of times during that game where I wanted to go hit for these guys, and I haven't picked up a bat in 10 years. So, I mean, I feel like they're coaching them to do certain things, and it's just falling on deaf ears.
Yeah, it's, that's kind of concerning.
Yeah.
To hear that.
Especially after a good run. I mean, we were 13-2 in 15 games, and then just 0-4 in the last 4.
And last night's game, again, I was kind of in the dark, so I was just following along, but... What was it, 4-1?
Yeah, pitching was phenomenal.
Wow, you're in that game.
Sean Jenkins, Nick Moran, Jake Hunter gave us their absolute best stuff, but the team just couldn't pick it up at the bat, in the infield, outfield, nothing.
Nothing.
Had nothing going for us outside of pitching.
Do we have more errors?
Yeah, 2 errors.
Yeah.
I think Boucher and Bowman.
Yeah.
But the Boucher error last night, I'm not going to get on him about that. I'm not going to put full blame on him. Because
you put it on the grass guys?
I'm putting it on whoever had the sprinkler going off after the first inning. That is completely your fault, and somebody ought to be fired for that. How do you not know they got a game against NC State?
They're playing a freaking game.
Where's Joey Perry? Oh, retired.
Yeah. Has that happened before? Sprinklers go off middle of the game?
It happened to Happy Gilmore.
Here at East Carolina?
East Carolina?
I'm sure it has elsewhere, but at East Carolina, I don't know.
I don't remember seeing it.
It was crazy. A little wet and wild action.
Let's take a break.
What?
I don't know.
The grass got wet, and then there were errors. The game got wild.
Fair. Journalism bone. All right, Ken Watlington's here. When we return, let's put on the hazmat suits. Do we have one for Ken?
We can find him one.
All right, we'll get Ken a suit.
Because if we don't have one for him, he cannot come in here because it's ugly.
I got one. It's got a slight tear, but we won't tell Ken.
Okay.
He can slip it on. He'll think he'll be fine. We'll put on our hazmat suits and go to the Facebook comments and check them out.
He starts coughing.
Ken, you're turning green. Green with envy. Let's take a break. We'll come back. VJ Singh might join us after this.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates!
Chico!
Chico's Mexican Restaurant is where the fiesta never ends. Grab your amigos and head to Chico's every Wednesday for shrimp tacos for only $9.99. Plus Wednesdays means all Mexican imports for just $2.99. Thursdays, enjoy your favorite beef, chicken, or vegetable fajitas for only $9.99. For Mexican food and fun, it's got to be Chico's Mexican Restaurant in downtown Greenville and online at chicosrestaurant.com. Chico's, where the fiesta never ends.
Hi, my name is Ashley, and I'm inviting you to join me for the First Step 5K and 1 Mile Fun Run in Grimesland, April 19th, beginning at 9 a.m. All proceeds go to support Haven at Blue Creek, a women's rehabilitation center committed to providing a safe and nurturing environment for women overcoming addiction. The 5K features a run, ruck, or walk, a 1 mile fun run, plus refreshments and bounce houses for the kids. As a former resident of Haven, I know how much your support will help the women in our community who are rebuilding their lives. To register, go to runsignup.com and let's make a difference together.
Pirate fans, 2025 East Carolina football season tickets are on sale now and can be purchased for as little as $115. Head coach Blake Harrell wants you to be a part of his first full season as the Pirate coach as he builds momentum off of the 8-win season and the Military Bowl win over North Carolina State. Call 1-800-DIAL-ECU or go to ECUPirates.com today to get your 2025 season tickets. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! Hell yeah!
My whole business just went up in flames, but my agent was there before the fire was out. We started a plan. I've got 25 employees who could be out of a job if we didn't get this place running again. My independent agent and auto owners insurance, they made sure we didn't skip a beat. I mean, we didn't miss a single payroll. That's incredible.
For whatever lies ahead, we're always there.
This is Brian Smith with Town Insurance in Greenville. Call me today at 756-8300. Go Pirates.
A quick getaway to paradise is as easy as breezing into 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel. Enjoy coastal Carolina cuisine featuring fresh local seafood or savor their hand-cut steaks. It's the premier dining destination on the Crystal Coast. The waterfront restaurant serves breakfast, lunch, dinner, and their popular weekend brunch. 34 Degrees North restaurant in Beaufort is open daily. Visit their website, 34degreesnorthrestaurant.com, or call 252-838-7250. 34 Degrees North restaurant at the Beaufort Hotel.
Hey Pirates, it's Lindsay Gray with Carolina Caliber. It's time for bats, balls, and turkey calls. Working on that grand slam? Swing into turkey season with a perfect shotgun to knock that gobbler out of the park. Brite, Mossberg, Weatherby, Savage, Beretta, Rossi, CVA, and Browning, you name it, we've got it. Choose from the largest selection in Eastern NC. We'll make you blow fans away. Shop online or stop by Carolina Caliber on Fire Tower Road in Winterville. It's a time-honored tradition.
Swing, swing. Hey Pirate Nation, it's Caleb with Stroud's Marine. Boating season is here, and at Stroud's Marine we're stocked up with over 20,000 pre-owned parts. We've got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Speaking of outboards, we will buy your old ones. And as always, our mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Pirate Radio. We work like captains.
And I'm your body captain. You are going to put on your dancing shoes and rock it.
And party like pirates. You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The Buccaneer Music Hall is your beacon of music in the land of pirates. You can kick off your week on Mondays with testing your knowledge with sports trivia with Clint Brock. On Tuesdays and Wednesdays, it's acoustic nights featuring local talent. On Thursdays, it's Singo and karaoke. And, of course, on weekends, they have the best live music every Saturday and Sunday. And this month, they're excited to team up with Wine and Design for two special events. On April 13th and the 17th, they'll host Paint and Sip Night. For more details and to stay up to date with all the fun, check them out on Facebook and Instagram, and we'll see you at the Buck. Is your office printer on the fritz? Well, don't wait days for a repair. Contact the professionals at CopyPro, where they promise fast 3-hour service on all of your office printing devices. Contact Walker Allen Voliva today for a free office printing analysis to help you cut costs and boost efficiency. For reliable, fast service, call CopyPro today at 756-3175. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live. Chandler, as we come back on the air, has just Googled what makes the Masters so special. What's the answer they give?
I will read it verbatim. The Masters tournament is special.
Hold on, you'll read it what?
Verbatim? Verbatim?
How do you spell that? No. That word you just said, how do you spell it?
I have no clue.
Say it one more time.
But it's special.
You're going to read it?
Verbatim?
Wait, what do you say?
That's how you said verbatim.
Verbatim.
That's what I said.
No, you did not.
I said verbatim.
Verbatim? Verbatim or verbatim?
Say vampire.
Vampire.
Okay.
Vampire?
Vampire.
Say volleyball.
Volleyball.
Okay. Say verbatim.
Verbatim.
There you go.
I thought that's what I said. Anyway, the Masters tournament is special due to its unique traditions.
Oh, my God.
Prestigious history.
Oh, my God.
And the iconic Augusta National Golf Club.
Okay. That gives me nothing.
Yeah, I can think of a couple more iconic golf courses.
Let's welcome in Ken Watlington. Hello, Ken.
What's up?
What's up, Ken?
Yo.
I will say it's funny that the two words that I said in my reasoning is
verbatim.
Yeah, exactly. Ken, Masters, overrated and lame. Your thoughts?
I won't say lame, but definitely overrated.
I love this, man.
Yeah.
I love it. We're starting.
I saw your
trend.
tweet, and I'm like, oh, it's not just me.
No, exactly. I want people to feel seen, heard.
Yeah.
Represented?
Yes. I want everyone represented.
Listen, I would love to go someday. I put my name in the little lottery every year to try to get tickets. But if I don't watch one golf shot being hit this weekend, I won't lose any sleep.
Yeah.
I'll tell you 3 reasons I will really like the Masters this year. If Will Zalatoris, Colin Morikawa,
Fred
or
Couples.
Ludwig Edvib wins.
All right.
If those things happen, I will be on board with the Masters.
I mean, I was going to be all dialed in, then I heard VJ Singh wasn't going to be. I was like, I'm good. I'm out.
And the fact that CBS is promoting him as part of it is wrong.
Well, did you see the fine print at the bottom? Card subject to change.
It's like wrestling now. Yeah. All right, journalism bone is here. God, I'm so worried that Ken and Channel 9 are going to take Jared away from me.
No,
You're hired.
I have bought into Pirate Radio. I bleed Pirate Radio, purple and gold.
Wow. I like that.
Do you know how much we pay?
No, but I
Don't worry, it ain't much. You're fine. Stay where you are.
Well, I mean, about that. I didn't get into this to make money.
That's right.
Good, you're hired.
I mean, I got to make something.
Long fly ball in the left center field, and the Rangers lead.
And the guy dropped it. The Royals fan.
3-run shot.
Bleachers at Wrigley dropped it.
Oh, well, there was a man on base. 2-run shot. 3-1 now.
Damn.
Rangers over the Cubs. What was your question to Cliff one more time? We're going to play the answer.
He talked about on Sunday that he just didn't feel like some guys believed. I asked him if he felt like that belief was there last night.
And his answer was this. Cut 2. Shirley.
Nope, sure don't. And that's a tough pill to swallow, man. Told him to take pride in the jersey. Talked to Carter Cunningham last night for about an hour, and you know how much pride Carter Cunningham and Trey Savage. You got to have pride in the jerseys, man. You got to have pride in East Carolina and in this daggone transactional, crappy world that we're in college athletics. You got to have pride in the uni, man. Like, I got a lot of pride in this uniform. I freaking wore it as a player, and I've worn it for a coach for a long time, and we've got to get a lot of guys to buy into that.
I also asked John Gilbert. I saw him and I said, how much belief did you think there was tonight?
None.
Yeah, we got to get that nope from Cliff.
Nope, sure didn't.
At the beginning.
I'm glad he didn't. I'm glad he gave me a good answer, because I think the question or two before that, Luke Schwartz asked him, and he was just like, gave him a 3-word answer. So I'm glad he went into depth.
And then Zach Kaplan asked a question, Cliff walked away.
Yeah.
I kid, Zach. I kid.
To be fair, I mean, Zach was probably in his 4th minute of asking the question, so he had to go somewhere. Zach hanging out tonight, Sean?
Yeah, he'll be there. He told me that about 8 times last night.
Oh, well, I'm glad you know because I have no idea, but I would assume he would be there.
Sports Trivia at Overtime coming up tonight. Looking forward to it. Let's go inside the Facebook comments. Oh, boy. And see what the folks are saying after Cliff's comments. Scott says, well, it needs to be said. This is not a Cliff Godwin team. The errors, the chest pounding, and lack of quality at bats. This is an NIL team.
I'm glad he said chest pounding because there is a lot of just over celebration for moments where there should not be celebration.
Okay. Brad says it's just going to take time. Young players, I believe he'll turn it around.
Yeah.
Chandler, if you want to jump in, you can. You look like you want to.
Rick says maybe he needs to take some responsibility for that.
He did. If you watched the full video, I mean.
Wait, are you reading the same guy? Jeremy Spingeman?
Yeah.
Okay. Because
he actually did address that. It was in his opening comments.
Yeah.
He said just a bunch of excuses from Cliff. Players aren't taking his bullying anymore because they don't have to.
Bullying.
They aren't going to be held back by takes and not being able to swing at the ball. All right. Danny, we have one of the best coaches in the country, hands down. You're going to have up and down years as that's sports and especially baseball. Brian says the NIL is killing all college sports. It's taken a little while to show in baseball, but it's there now.
JW says, sometimes you just aren't as good as you think you are.
All right. Rick says maybe he needs to take some responsibility for that.
He did.
You're saying he did? Jack says he is going to have to adjust to a new day in college baseball. You're not recruiting players to play 3 to 5 years. I agree that there needs to be some adjusting. How many legendary coaches in all sports have retired the last few years, Ken? A ton of them.
All of them.
Yeah.
Except Izzo. Gary says the problem is keeping the young players. If they have talent, bigger schools will literally buy them.
Yeah. My thing with NIL, didn't people kill Dabo his first year of NIL? I mean, Dabo was in the playoffs this year. So I don't really think adjustments need to be made. I just think sometimes you don't get the group of kids you thought that were coming in.
Or it takes time for them to develop.
And a lot of it just seems like, I don't know, like Cliff said, they're not buying in. They don't really care about the jersey. They just care about their playmaking and stats.
Daniel says, sad these kids don't get it.
Mike says only coach at ECU that consistently is in the national conversation. NIL is changing all that. Playing for your school is over.
Donna says, you are 100% correct, Coach. Pirate pride must prevail. If you believe, you achieve.
Like that. Good rhyme.
Put it on a T-shirt.
Yeah. Rich says coaching in today's college world must suck.
Yeah.
All right. There you go.
Yeah.
What is your problem?
Well, I mean, the Facebook comments were better than the ones I saw on Twitter, so. But I don't know. I feel like people just speak to speak sometimes.
Sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, what do you have to say?
Nothing.
Okay.
I'm not going to speak just to speak.
Yeah. How about this? If you have something to say, say it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think I have. I think this is probably the most critical I've been of the team. Normally just a lot of sucking up. Butt kissing.
Daniel says, play players that have pride in ECU. Put Parker Bird in more.
I'm going to Twitter. I'm going in, boys.
Head first.
Okay, but you can't read any of the
trolls.
Burners.
Yeah, burner. Like that.
Then I guess I have no comment.
Those don't count. Those are specifically designed to criticize.
And they do a great job. Calling him Cliff Houston always makes my blood boil.
JP says 100. It's a me first world for a lot of young athletes. It all starts at home.
That's right. Parents, where are you? Where are you?
Whip your kids.
Done and dusted.
Whip your kids.
The parents are subtweeting.
Yeah, it wouldn't surprise me with baseball.
What players deserve to get a spanking from their parents after last night's game?
Keenan Bowman, Michael Kalinic.
I hope them boys got a whooping when they got home last night.
Got that ass whooped.
Questions. Ah, this guy's getting rocked.
That's a pain in the rear.
Cubs trailing 5-1.
Jason has his thoughts. He says this isn't an ECU problem. It's
systematic.
Yeah, systemic. It's me greater than team. Starts as little kids jumping from team to team, carries on to adulthood. The portal and coaches have made jumping too easy. Stop taking portal players. Just because it's there doesn't mean you have to use it.
I don't think I'm a genius for thinking this 15 years ago, but like before the portal, there was still a lot of transfers and everything. And I did kind of blame it on AAU because you're on like a different team every year. Yeah. And like you don't really care that you're playing with the same guys for a bunch of years. And it just makes it easy to leave. So I do think there's something to that.
A lot of kids just want the best opportunity to showcase what they can do individually. If the wins come, great. If not, at least if I'm doing well, maybe I'll have an opportunity to go to a better spot and make more money.
And I'm not even saying that's wrong. Like, everybody's trying to do the best for themselves.
Yeah.
And no matter what your profession is.
But what you're talking about, I feel like kind of doesn't really put team chemistry as a priority.
No, it doesn't.
I mean,
but I'm saying individually, I don't think it's like you're a bad person.
Yeah, I don't think. No, not a bad person, but it is a detriment to the team when you're
Absolutely.
not prioritizing chemistry.
Absolutely. Look, this is a great both things can be true situation.
But I feel like mine's like you. I don't know. We're both right.
Sure, in a perfect world, we want nobody to care about themselves and everybody to care about others and put others' well-being ahead of our own.
I'm not saying
that's not the way it works, dude.
Yeah, I know, and I'm not saying like you need to care about the team more than yourself.
It sounded like you were saying your thing is better.
Chemistry being a priority, yeah.
Right, but like it's just
yeah.
Absolutely. I think everybody should have $1 million right now drop in the sky and fall in their laps. I think that'd be great.
I want $2 million.
See, and that's where the problem is.
I want your $1 million.
Ken's looking out for himself. I'm trying to look out for everybody right now. Ken's looking out for himself.
I don't even want my $1 million. I just want your $1 million.
And here we go. Great example of what's wrong with society. Jamie says, when you don't have a good answer, otherwise blame it on NIL. That's a good place to start.
Yeah.
All right. Next topic. The Masters.
Spring football practice.
Where every golf is literally out there for themselves.
Yeah.
What'd you say? Spring football?
Spring football.
How was it yesterday?
Pretty good. Caden
I
Hauser
wasn't there.
Caden Hauser throwing first time.
Big news.
First time, long time.
Throwing as in full participating?
No, not
reps limited.
Yeah. It was more like skeleton type stuff, drills, not really live action. But they'll progress him into that as time moves forward.
What did John David Baker have to say about him being back at practice?
Oh, well, I mean, you got to remind yourself and the players, like, hey, it's just April. We need these guys in September and August when things really matter.
We heard earlier from Cliff. We'll hear from Josh Aldridge and JDB as well on our New Blue Pirate Report. Ken, let's take a break. We'll reset. Get your thoughts on the conclusion of the college basketball season.
It's over?
It's over.
This means the Crown or something doesn't play tonight?
Do they?
So I saw.
It's over.
Is it? Because somebody did say something about the Crown on YouTube earlier.
Nebraska won? Is that right? I don't know.
They did a great job promoting that.
Yeah.
Like,
I think Nebraska beat UCF.
Couldn't tell you.
Yeah.
All right. We'll find the results of the Crown and give you those when we return. And have more Hour 1 Pirate Radio Live back with you after this.
Doug Henry of Greenville is looking for your trade-in and your business. Doug Henry of Greenville is right on the corner of Greenville Boulevard and Memorial, and always right on the price and looking to beat every offer out there. Bring in any offer from CarMax, and they will beat it by $500. Just bring it in and you won't be disappointed. Doug Henry of Greenville has over 300 vehicles to choose from and brand new inventory arriving daily, and you can always check them out online at DougHenryGreenville.com. Doug Henry, right on the corner and right on the price.
Have you ever seen those exotic aquariums like the guys do in Las Vegas on television? You ever thought about having one of these aquariums in your business? It's more affordable than you think. This is Hal Pruitt with rentafishtank.com. We can make having an aquarium in your business turnkey with no work, cleaning, or hassles for you. Rentafishtank.com creates a relaxing atmosphere and keeps children occupied. Rentafishtank.com already services many dental, pediatric, and doctor offices, plus hospitals and senior living centers. Check us out at rentafishtank.com.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want or the phone plan that's right for you. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Whoa, that's like getting tickets to both a wrestling match and a figure skating show.
Yep, get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90, no trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Washington's favorite place to eat and where all the locals go is down on Main Street. Down on Main Street is now open 7 days a week. Stop by for the house salad with grilled chicken, the half club sandwich with chips, or everyone's favorite, the fried shrimp plate. After work, Down on Main Street is the perfect spot for dinner and drinks on the patio. Join Down on Main every Wednesday for half-price wings from 4 p.m. to close. Down on Main Street in historic downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
This is Holton Ahlers for my friends at Anson Belts, the belts that I wear. Go to ansonbelt.com to find micro-adjustable holeless belts with over 30-plus options of a 1/4 inch apart instead of your typical 5 holes 1 inch apart, always giving you the perfect fit every time. If your waist fluctuates, Anson Belt is great because you can always find the perfect fit any time of the year. ansonbelt.com, over 10,000 combinations to choose from, a belt for every occasion, and the official belt of the Holton Ahlers Show.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Tired of the same old gym routine? Rebel Fitness is here to change the game. Whether you're throwing punches, kicking it in kickboxing, or mastering MMA, we bring the heat with specialized group classes that make fitness feel like a fight you actually want to win. At Rebel Fitness, we're not just about lifting weights, we're about lifting spirits. Join a community of badasses who are rebelling against the norm and crushing their fitness goals. Sweat, lift, move, fuel, fight for a healthier, happier you. Rebel Fitness, where fitness meets fun. Join the movement today. Visit us at 3700 Charles Boulevard or visit rebelfitnessnc.com.
This is Coach Gary Overton, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 1 of Pirate Radio Live. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Or are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar Medi-Spa for a free consultation and ask about their newest technologies and treatments. Beauty Bar Medi-Spa on Red Banks Road in Greenville. Enjoy your visit. Love your transformation. And good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. You can book today at AA.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. PGV, where the pirates fly. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. All basketball season long, Ken Watlington, that is top 9 and 9 for in-state schools, and Duke went wire to wire as number 1. How shocked were you, Ken, at what took place late Saturday night?
Pretty shocked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it looked like that game was done, over. Let's look ahead to Monday and snap your fingers. It's like, okay, this is getting a little interesting. Like, nah, they'll still hold on. They did not.
It happened so fast, like everything that transpired with Houston hitting shots. You had that big turnover, missed free throw.
Yep.
Foul that probably wasn't a foul, but
Foul.
And
It was foul.
Okay. And then Cooper Flagg missing the shot at the end. And then Houston said, hold your beer.
Yeah, exactly.
I got another collapse for you.
And that one was equally as bad.
Yeah.
At least Duke got a final shot away to try to.
That stinks, man.
And Houston just tough.
Give
credit to Florida, though. Good defense.
And I am not lying when I say I'd rather get blown out than something happen like that. Because think about the NFC Championship, Ken.
Yeah.
Like if Washington lost, they lost a playoff game in the 99 season where they didn't even get the field goal off against the Bucks. Do you remember that? Like they fumbled the hold on the field goal attempt. Guy wouldn't have made it anyway. Brett Conway, I think they had. But to not even get it off is so damn frustrating. Yeah. But like Washington getting beat by 40 in the championship, like it sucked, but I was over it by the midway through the fourth quarter. Yeah. Whereas the Houston loss, like that would take me forever to get over.
Yeah, it's tough. It's tough. Not probably as tough as Carolina fans had it in 2016, losing on the Chris Jenkins Villanova buzzer beater. They came back the next year and won the whole thing. But that excruciating. There are different ways to lose in excruciating fashion.
What do you think about crying on the court after you lose?
Love it.
You love it?
Love it.
I think any real emotion's fine.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
Yeah.
We just talked about
with it.
Jared has never cried. Probably.
Well, we just talk about NIL and things like that. That's an instance of like a guy caring about his teammates, his school, his situation. So I love it.
Yeah.
Happy or sad.
I just saw people who did have a problem with it.
That's crazy.
And I did not. Yeah. I also think maybe just put a towel over your head and get in the locker room and do that. But
I mean, the game just ended.
Yeah. Man,
Jared's
there's 90 cameras in a football stadium aimed at your face.
Jared's what I like to call a real man. Real men don't cry. Will?
Just on the note of like heartbreaking losses, it took me multiple days to get over when Ohio State missed that kick at the ball drop.
I mean, literally at the ball drop.
Yeah. C.J. Stroud played probably the best game of his life, and it wasn't enough for that Georgia team. I don't know. That was always the loss. That and KD's foot being on the line against the Bucks in the Eastern Conference semifinals in 2021.
Lost to the playoffs. Oh, cry me a river.
Were the two that
Try
stuck
going
with
2-14 for 20 years. I mean, now I'm gonna cry.
Fired up.
When's the last time you cried, Jared?
Ooh. I don't know. I mean, it's too many to count. I try to like save one day a month where I just get really drunk and listen to sad music, and it's like, all right, just let it all out.
I know the last time I cried.
When was that?
Last night.
Why?
Masters commercial?
Rewatching Lost, and two of the main characters, spoiler alert, died.
Oh, is this a Sawyer and Juliet?
Sawyer lived. Spoiler alert. Juliet died at the beginning of season 5. This was season 6.
Okay.
Let's just say it was a married couple.
You can. I mean, the show's.
No, I'm sure there's somebody out there 15 years later still hasn't seen it.
Are they Asian?
They allegedly.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the people who haven't seen it. I was like, what?
I'm sure all nationalities.
But it got me a little choked up.
Yeah. I like a good movie cry. Most of mine involve like something with like a dad, like I don't know, being a dad.
It's like sentimental.
Yeah.
Instead
I
of
cried
sad.
semi-pro. Like movies just get me.
I almost teared up watching the Joe Schmo show.
I almost teared up during a forecast during the news last night, and Jerry said it was going to be 31 degrees. I'm like, you got to be kidding me, man. What are we doing?
Delaney, when's the last time you cried? It's a very personal question. Chandler, be thinking of yours.
Honestly, I don't know.
Are you a big crier?
I cry during movies. Movies
Yeah.
get me, like, especially with, like, dogs. All that gets me.
Talking to the mic.
Oh, sorry. Dogs, that gets me. Anytime there's a dog.
Dude, that's
all
a
that gets me.
very good point. And it's a weird thing about humans. Like I'd rather see like a wife kill her husband than a dog die. You know what I'm saying?
I would have to agree.
Yeah.
I didn't hear the sentence out, and I made a facial expression that I now take back because I agree with you.
All right, thank you. Chandler, was last time you cried?
Probably about a month ago at a very good friend of mine, childhood best friend of mine's wedding.
The wedding cry.
But her grandmother, who I've known my whole life, promised her she would walk down the aisle. So they helped her down the aisle. It took a long time, but when she came down the aisle, I was I teared up.
I'm just glad Alex Harper's not here because that was a beautiful story.
Yeah, please.
And he's not. Like, sometimes I say don't play that, and I mean play it. And this time I mean don't play it. Seriously.
I did not even have that clip in my mind until you said it.
Good. Very good.
Can I just get a check of Jarrett's logic on this?
What?
So we are for crying at movies, but against crying after losing the biggest game of your life.
I'm just saying, don't do it on camera.
When's the last time?
When I'm crying at a movie, I'm not like going Instagram live like, "Hey guys, about to bawl my eyes out."
Neither's the basketball player. He's not taking a selfie. They have multiple cameras on him.
You've ever said,
moron.
It's crazy that I called you last night to say how proud I am for you.
This is two different things.
Ken, don't you wish
he can be a great journalist and still not have a heart? You can. Both things don't have to be, mutually exclusive.
Don't you wish you could call your coworkers idiots on the air like we do here? It's so fun.
Well, I do stand next to Brian Bailey at about 5:20 tonight. So,
all right,
tune in.
And that's it for sports. We'll go back over to Ken.
You're idiot.
Thanks, moron. I mean, let's be honest. That would do big numbers. If you guys started, you remember Dick's, the restaurant?
Probably wouldn't do big numbers for my bank account as I'm in the unemployment line.
The restaurant where they talk trash to you and stuff.
Put the hats on your head.
If y'all turn Channel 9 into that
would be pretty entertaining.
All right, here's Fake News Bailey with another report.
When's the last time y'all cried in sports?
When the Raiders made the playoffs, Derek Carr calling that timeout.
I don't think I cried. No, I mean, that's probably when I was a kid.
Ooh, mine was ECU UCF.
Raiders beating the Chiefs on Christmas Day a couple years ago. That was awesome.
You cried?
Yeah.
Braves beating the Dodgers.
And you didn't get
the NLCS.
No, I did not put myself on camera.
Dude, if you have to cry, you have to cry. I just stand by your take, dude.
Yeah, maybe grow a pair and suck it up, dude. You made it all the way there.
I'm gonna just replay that Adam Morrison clip over and over again of him crying.
So what about the girl with the flute that was crying? Are you mad at her?
Hey, Toots, get in the concourse.
Yeah, dude, play your instrument and let's go home.
How do you feel about that?
One, get a haircut, hippie.
Adam Morrison, one of the ugliest cries we've ever seen after the loss to UCLA. It was a bad one. Ken, what you got?
And it probably got worse when he got drafted by Charlotte, but that's a whole different story.
He's the only guy. Everybody's shaking David Stern's hand. He's crying.
No!
On the floor. Oh, man. I wish Jared was like in the second row telling Flute Girl, Get off camera.
What are you doing?
You're on camera.
Could you imagine if he was in the production room and they went to that and he was like, what are you doing? Get it off of her.
That's funny because people criticize the producers and camera folks for getting those shots.
Yeah.
Like, oh my God, let the guy cry. Why do you got to get a camera in his face?
Yeah, it's money.
Yeah.
The money shot, right? No?
I think that's what that's called.
Yeah.
In those instances.
All right. Ken, what else you following? The Red Hot Braves have won 1 in a row.
They doubled their win total for the season last night.
Yeah.
But you know what? They're 1-0 against the Phillies.
The Phils.
Take it.
The fighting Phils.
I mean, good for them. Chris Sale was not particularly good last night. They still found a way to get a win against the Phillies. So, we'll take it. Only 5.5 games out of first.
Against 10
days into the season.
Yeah, that is kind of tough. Against Wheeler, too, which Phillies have a great staff. So I'm sure we'll see another good arm tonight. Bad news on... Who's our guy? Number 2 starter. Will not be back.
Ronaldo Lopez out at least 12 weeks, so maybe later in the season.
Maybe.
But there's a guy named Spencer Strider, currently in AAA, and he might get the call up soon. I hear he's a pretty good prospect.
When's Ronnie coming?
I heard first week of May or so, which is not far away. I don't think he's done any rehab assignments or anything yet, so that's still got to play out.
Well, let's just stay. Let's
Close.
try to get like 3 games under 500 or something, and then we can go on our hot run in July, whatever.
Can I give a shout out to my Washington Nationals?
Yeah,
the
first place,
the series win over the Dodgers, going for the sweep tonight.
Dodger.
Can I give a shout out to my White Sox?
Yeah.
Hey, you've won 2 games.
Yeah.
Brooks Baldwin and the White Sox
from
Wattville.
Huh.
There's a nice connection. All right, Ken, thanks for joining us. Anything going on at WNCT Channel 9 News we should know about?
Well, I mean, we'll see how and Bailey and I interact tonight if you guys want to tune in.
Stay tuned.
I might tell it like it is.
Hey, dummy, back to you.
That's what we need more of in the news. Telling it like it is.
Tell it like it is. All right, let's take a break. We'll come back. Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. We got Rahjai, we got Holton, we got Justin Hardy, and more. Stephen Allen cried at the butt selfie girl versus Coastal.
Tears of joy.
Jared is okay with taking pictures of your ass on TV, but not crying. Back with you after this.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store serving the best cheese biscuits and country food around. Country Mart is open every day and has 2 locations in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas, which is the best for all you boat owners. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food in your engines with great gasoline. Go Pirates!
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
Cold weather is here, and some families in our area need help to stay warm. Greenville Utilities' Neighbor to Neighbor program provides help for those who need temporary assistance with their heating costs. You can make a difference. Your tax-deductible donation can be added to your GUC bill each month, or you can make a one-time donation. And GUC matches all donations up to $20,000 each year. Consider helping a neighbor stay warm this winter with GUC's Neighbor to Neighbor program. For more information, call 752-7166 or visit GUC.com.
Welcome back to Papa John's. I'm hand stuffing this mozzarella to make our epic stuffed crust pizza.
Epic.
Hey! We're making you an epic stuffed crust pizza for $13.99.
Better ingredients, better pizza, Papa John's.
Hey, Pirate fans, the Papa John's Epic Stuffed Crust One-Topping Pizza is back at only $13.99. Place your order online at papajohns.com and sign up for Papa Rewards. Papa John's, an MVP move for game day or any day. Go Pirates!
Hey, Pirate Nation. This is Rhonda with Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. We are super excited about the Pirate baseball team. Russell's has a long history of dressing Pirate fans, both men and women, and we have a lot of new purple and gold in the store right now from popular brands like Johnny O, Peter Millar, Duckhead, and Gentile. Our attention to every detail means personal service and in-house alterations. We look forward to serving you, our Pirate friends and customers, at Russell's Clothing in downtown Washington. Go Pirates!
There have been many changes in the automotive world. At Phelps Chevrolet, the Phelps boys are here to take care of you. Mike, Daryl, and 4 of Mr. Phelps' grandsons, Wade, West, Allen, and Clay. You see, things at Phelps remain the same. The Phelps team has served Eastern North Carolina for over 50 years. We make your visit easy and fun. We are your neighbors, and that's what neighbors do. Phelps Chevrolet in Greenville. Like Mr. Phelps' great-granddaughter says, come in and get you one.
Find new roads with Chevrolet at PhelpsChevrolet.com.
Planning a special event, whether it's a baby shower, bridal luncheon, birthday party, or even a tailgate at Clark LeClaire Stadium, Chicken Salad Chick has you covered. Their fan favorite mini croissant platters is just one of many options to choose from, perfect for any occasion. With a variety of chicken salad flavors, there's something for everyone to enjoy. Let us do the work while you enjoy the event. Delicious, fresh, and served with a smile. Chicken Salad Chick Catering. Make every event memorable. Visit chickensaladchick.com to place your catering order. Just remember, you pick it up and we'll have it ready to go. Chicken Salad Chick, where every event is a little bit tastier.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 and 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. America's favorite light beer, Bud Light, is also the official beer of the ECU Pirates. When planning your fun times with family and friends, be sure to pick up some Bud Light at your favorite retailer. Always have fun, Pirate Nation, and always stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's...
All right, back with you, Pirate Radio Live. What a football interviews on the way. Holton Ahlers, Justin Hardy, and we get to Rahjai Harris here in just a moment. Also, our New Blue Pirate Report with comments from John David Baker and Josh Aldridge. Got that coming your way as well as spring ball rolls on. But right now, let's get to our weekly chat with our guy, Rahjai Harris. Talked to him a couple hours ago. Here is that. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, our guy, number 47, Rahjai Harris. Rahjai, hope you're having a great day. What's going on your way?
Yes, sir. Man, I got a little training in earlier, man. I did some little footwork stuff, some jump cut movements earlier today. I ain't doing nothing right now. I'm probably gonna go get some food, probably with the family, man. Kind of chill for today. I know my dad had he went up to Charlotte earlier today with my little brothers and stuff like that. So just try to do something with the family while I got time.
All right, let's talk about food. I like to talk food. We have Bryce Williams on, former tight end. We talk about eating good food because he's out of football now. But with you guys, y'all got to eat right. So, it's
true.
What's your intake like, Rahjai? And how many days can you cheat and eat some good bad food? I guess.
I mean, it really just depends, man. I mean, a good 5 days out the week, eating the right things, man, it get my body going. At least 4 to 5 days a week. I say cheat days. If I do a cheat day, it'll probably be like the portions of the food. So say like I wanted to eat like some fried chicken or something like that, I'll probably get like 2 legs or something like that. Nothing too crazy. The old Rahjai would have went about 5-6 legs. But yeah, man, it's all about your portions when you eat, man. But right now, man, I ain't eating bad at all, man. I really feel fresh. I weighed in at like 208, I think, at Pro Day. I was surprised myself. But
what's
like
your ideal weight? What's the number you feel the best at, you think?
I gotta play around like 215, 212,
Okay.
212, 215, something right there, just to be more like comfortable and bulky, especially like pass pro and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Man, you got linebackers that's about 250. You don't want to be too small in there. You feel what I'm saying? Especially the way I play my game. So about 212, 215 is good for me.
Speaking of food, and we'll move on, but yesterday we talked about what would be your master's menu. So champions get to host the champions dinner, and they get to pick the menu that all the past champions will eat off of. So if I'm putting you on the spot here, but appetizer, main course, dessert, what would be your meal?
Appetizer, spinach artichoke dip. I'm a big fan of spinach artichoke.
And then what do you got? Chips or the pita chip deal? What do you eat?
No, I like the chips. I like the
Okay.
chips.
Right.
I will say I like the chips. Man, this is crazy. My family probably gonna see this and get on my tail about it. But man, I'm a chicken strip and fries type of guy.
All right.
But man, I eat salmon. Salmon and rice with some broccoli casserole. That's something
good.
I'd probably go with.
Because usually they
That's probably something
go
I'd go
beef or chicken and a fish. Like, so you got the option. So there you go. You got both.
Yeah.
there.
And
All
then
right,
dessert. I don't even eat sweets like that. That's crazy. But if I had to, I ain't had no chocolate cake in like 2-3 years.
All right.
It had to be like 2-3 years. I ain't had no chocolate cake.
There you go. Sign me
Yeah.
up. I'm down. Rahjai Harris joining us. Rahjai, ECU losing to NC State in baseball last night. We don't like to lose to them in anything. After the game, Cliff Godwin had some comments about trying to get this team to buy in and play for the uniform, play for the school, and you're a good person to talk to about that topic. And you came here and you probably didn't grow up an ECU fan. I don't know how much you even knew about ECU when you got here, but now you're a Pirate for life. So I don't know, man. If you could kind of speak to that, like what kind of led you to fall in love with the school and to play for yourself, your family, your daughter, but also play for the school across your chest.
Yeah, man. I mean, I have to say the locker room. That locker room is deep, man. It's really a real live connection in that locker room. You feel what I'm saying? So, something I'll probably say to the baseball team, man, I just say reconnect and restart. You feel what I'm saying? Coach Baker, JDB used to always say reset. You feel what I'm saying? Win or loss. So, if I had to say something to them, I'd just say reset, relock in. But what made me just stay at ECU, man, and just that locker room, man, it's so contagious because the coaches let the players really run the locker room. You feel what I'm saying? And I feel like a great team is ran by the players. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So building that connection and that relationship in that locker room. I don't know how many transfer guys the baseball team got or anything like that, but really, really getting that bond, man, it's really going to make them play harder for each other. You feel what I'm saying? So that's one thing I say is probably the locker room, man. It just made me want to just stick around and everything like that. But you got to look at it too, man. ECU got a great fan base. They love baseball. They love football. They love all the sports at ECU, man. So it's a lot of things that just made me stick around there.
Yeah, that's cool. That's great to hear. What did you know, Rahjai, about East Carolina coming into school? Like, did you old enough to know about like Shane Carden and Hardy and Ruff and all that stuff?
Not really. I really wasn't. I grew up, I'm from South Carolina,
Yeah.
so it was really South Carolina, Clemson.
Yeah.
What we really grew up into for real. But I played at Burns High School, which is a great school down here in South Carolina, man. And we had a guy named Torian Richardson. He played at East Carolina, and I couldn't even tell you the date, but that was the first time I really heard of East Carolina. But I didn't know that it was in Greenville, North Carolina, until I had a visit up here, and I was like, "Hold on, Greenville." I was like, "Bro, we might be going the wrong way." And he was like, "Nah, it's a Greenville, North Carolina." And I was like, "But that's crazy."
It's a Greenville everywhere, I think.
I'm trying to tell you.
That still confuses the ESPN folks. You'll see sometimes this game's being played in Greenville, South Carolina. It's right here. Rahjai Harris joining us. Rahjai, man, crazy NCAA tournament from first of all, like no Cinderellas, no upsets, but a lot of huge comebacks. And the Florida Gators came back from 9 points down in 3 straight games, including the championship. Houston blew it after Duke blew it against Houston. I mean, it was just if you had a lead at halftime, you were going to lose. Basically, that was what happened. It was wild. But did you watch any Final Four or championship?
Yeah, I watched a little bit of it, man. I thought Houston was going to get it done. Houston is like a real physical type team. And I don't know, I'm a physical type person in football, and I love watching people just out there playing like they a chicken with their head cut off. So, I mean, I was rooting for Houston after they wiped Duke out. But Florida got it done, man. Florida a good basketball team, man, and they got a lot of chemistry out there for real, and they knock down shots. So, like you said, man, it's not about how you start though, man. It's about how you finish. And I feel like all these teams in this conference, man. This past weekend, man, they just fought off, man, to the finish, man. And you feel me? That Houston started off good. Florida came back, and it was just like a back and forth, man, at the end. So it's great time with the family, just sitting down watching it, man. And I'm just excited for football, honestly.
Man, me too. Everything else is just kind of like, you get me to football. So
I'm telling you, I'm training every day, man. It's like, man, I just can't wait to just get that ball in my hand, man, and just run the rock.
Yes, sir. I'm trying to pick a team to follow through the NBA playoffs since my Charlotte
Lakers,
Hornets
LeBron.
there. I got you on that side. I got Holton Ahlers with the Knicks. I don't know where to go, but LeBron and Luka playing in Dallas tonight. So might check that out. Little Anthony Davis.
Gotta check that Anthony Davis.
Yeah. So you got that going on. But yeah, how about Holton's team? 2-0. We'll talk to him. Isaiah Winstead making some big plays on Saturday.
Ain't nothing new, man. That kid works, man. That dude right there work. I seen Holton on the sideline celebrating his success, and that just goes back to show you, man, what that locker room created, man, at East Carolina, man. I'm proud of all them boys, man. I see Noah Henderson out there doing his thing too, man, and just everybody, man. Everybody that graduated from ECU out here doing their thing, man.
Rahjai, we talked to you a bunch. You've always been really easy to talk to. Isaiah used to come on. He is not the easiest guy to talk to, but when we talk about anything outside of football, he would talk to us. He'd open up. He did not like talking about himself or football really, but great guy, man. We loved having him on. And what was he like behind the scenes? Would he open up a little bit? Because he was a very serious person for the most part.
At first, so when he first got there, this was the most quietest person I ever been around. And I'm talking about like not just on the field, off the field. Like he was quiet, but he was about his business. Like
yeah.
But when he opened up, man, he really got a cool sense of humor, man. He's a jokester, honestly, man, and cool dude, like I said, man. But he's just a humble beast. He'll never praise himself, and get on social media and make him to be something that you feel me, people want to be. But man, like I said, man, he's a God-fearing man. He works his tail off, man. I'm glad I met him and was a stop in his success, man, as he's doing big things now.
Absolutely. Our one goal, Chandler and I, if we could get him to smile or crack up, laugh, we feel like we did our job. So that was our one objective. Rahjai, we'll let you run, man. Keep up the good work. Glad to see you're doing well as always. We'll check in with you again next week.
Got to, my guy. Good to see you, man.
Later on. 47 joining us on today's edition of Pirate Radio Live, a guy that did not know much of anything about ECU when he got the offer, and now leaves a Pirate forever. And again, playing for himself, his family, his personal pride, but he is a guy that played for the school, loved the fans, and fans showed the love to him. He showed it in return and stayed, and one of the best ways ever to end a career here at ECU. Yeah. There we joke about the Vince McMahon line, but that was special.
It was special.
I bet we were talking about last time people cried. I bet a few Pirate fans shed a tear.
Oh, yeah.
During that Rahjai run.
Yeah, no doubt. And just his longevity of his career here, and for him to end it in that way against that team, definitely it will always be remembered as a special moment.
No doubt.
Yeah, I remember we were here watching it. Got goosebumps.
I remember being right there in the end zone as he entered the end zone.
End zone. Hey man, can you check in this off season with our buddy Mike Keith and see if he'll come on the show?
We'll talk Tennessee volunteer football.
Can I call him our buddy or is he your buddy? Because I don't want to.
I'll ask you this question. Do you have his number?
Nope.
I do.
Okay. You got a number. How about them apples? Well,
is that? Tennessee Titans hiring a new guy.
Titans.
Zarzer.
Taylor Zarzor.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. He's like a Carolina ACC dude.
Yeah.
He's pretty good. Works national games on ESPN all the time. He's got a nice cadence to him.
That is who they hired as their new voice.
Is he the most famous person on your phone?
Mike Keith?
Yeah.
I don't know if he's well known.
Okay, well,
so answer the question. Who's the most famous person in your phone?
Holton Ahlers?
Okay.
How about you, Bo?
Probably you or Parker Bird.
You got Parker Bird?
I'm going to go with Parker Bird.
You got Parker Bird's number in your phone?
I produce his podcast. I got to send him clips so he can post on social media.
All right, well, then I will say Parker Bird.
Clip Brock, man. I mean, that's a big deal.
Has Clip Brock ever been on MLB Network or Good Morning America? I don't think so.
Okay, well, Parker Bird won. Long down the list at number 2. It's Clip Brock.
Where am I at?
You cracked the top 5. You're top 5.
He was on CBS.
Oh, yeah, that's
Masters
right.
promo.
So I guess it goes Parker Bird, Chandler Honeycutt, Clip Brock. Was that Kaplan, maybe? I mean, logo salute.
I'm trying to find...
I shouldn't be on anybody's list.
I'm trying to find like a funny name I could say in my phone.
You know what?
You know what?
What?
Brian Bailey.
Yeah, I don't have his number yet. Got to get them digits.
I might give it to you so you can just start randomly texting him about stuff. I think that would be funny.
Randomly text
I feel
him.
like you guys have a pretty good relationship.
Yeah. I mean, probably same as what you had when you were in this role, just sending him a lot of stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Brian Bailey, I don't know if he would want me sharing this, but I don't care.
Oh, are you sure?
We're live in the moment.
It's not bad, but Bailey is, I'm looking through it. You know what? I was going to say Bailey is a big emoji guy, but he only sends one emoji. It's the crying, laughing, crying, laughing, crying, laughing, crying, laughing, crying, laughing.
That's the only emoji he has.
I was going to say huge emoji guy, but it's just crying, laughing.
Maybe you're just so damn funny.
I'm hilarious.
I don't think he uses that for anybody else. It's just you.
When's the last time Bailey cried? When I texted him and he started crying, laughing. That's something I said.
Hey, Melissa, Clip Brock just texted me. Let me get my emoji ready.
The last one that I sent, I actually drove from OT's to Pirate Radio to handle a little business during trivia.
Take the kids.
And
what was hoping that late?
You guys have never snuck into a pool? Be honest.
I have, actually.
After hours?
I have.
I wouldn't recommend dropping your kids off there.
At least stay with them.
But it's night outside.
Or jump in with them.
But I pulled up behind a Jeep, and it said Troy Aikman Auto Mall, Fort Worth.
What the hell?
And I was like, this is the last place. Actually, I said to Bailey, looking for a new truck, I'd go here. Troy Aikman Auto Mall, Fort Worth.
That's a real place.
I reckon.
Yeah, it's got to be.
I mean, it could be like a novelty T-shirt, but do people make novelty tire covers? I don't think so.
But I mean, they got like Michael Jordan Chevrolet out in Charlotte or whatever.
Troy Aikman Auto in Fort Worth.
He sold his interest.
He's no longer interested.
But if I was a Cowboys fan, I would like pretend I got my car from there.
Yeah.
I'd probably buy one of those things.
I'll get you one.
Jamie says, Clip cries when Rahjai calls him my guy. I probably did the first few times.
Did you tell
And then
Rahjai?
he calls everybody then.
Did you tell Rahjai we have a new my guy?
No, I didn't.
Who was that?
Sam Dinkum.
Sam Dinkum.
He hit me with a my guy.
My guy.
Via social media. And like I've had very few interactions with Sam.
Well, he loves you. He was asking where you were.
Be a long weekend. We need to find that clip. Is there any way you could find that? I want to get it so we can play it.
Yeah, I'll go to his Twitter and pull it up.
All right.
So what? He was riding by the Wake Forest bus.
Yes.
And he's a long weekend.
And he
That's
was
just
wrong.
talking
It was a short
straight
weekend.
trash. How cool is that?
Yeah.
That gives me school pride.
Yeah.
That's a pirate right there. Going by the Wake Forest bus during the regional and letting them know. And what he was saying was wrong.
Well,
he didn't
mean long, like in a duration of time.
Correct.
It's like
man, we're gonna be thinking about this one for a while.
You're gonna be
because we're gonna
strained.
lose.
Yeah.
Yep. Gonna be a long weekend. Pike says, do any of the Pirate Radio Live crew go watch club baseball games? I never have.
No.
It's the first video he has up there.
Hey.
It's gonna be a long weekend.
Long weekend.
Long weekend.
Weekend.
Long weekend, boy. It's gonna be a long weekend. Get that mind right. Get that mind right. For real.
I mean, obviously, no way they knew who that was. They're just like, what is this guy talking
They
about?
had just got off the bus.
That is hilarious.
They're riding through like, man, this is a nice place. I bet everybody here is nice.
And what's funny is that was
Get your mind right.
That was the first day they got there. This was
Yeah.
Thursday.
Yeah, I know.
I think that helped us win, honestly. He got in their heads immediately.
He told them to get their minds right.
No cursing, just some good, clean trash talk right when the team gets off the bus. You expect that from like a drunk frat guy, but a starting defensive player.
Or guys, maybe he was encouraging them.
Well, no.
It's going to be a long weekend. You guys are going to win.
No,
we talked about that a moment ago.
I feel like he was saying, like, hey, man, you're going to get your rear end kicked, but also he's looking out for their mental health. Get your mind right.
Yeah. As an athlete, I do have advice for you. Get your mind right. I like how he just starts with, hey!
Gotta get their
I like how he
attention.
says weekend.
Get your mind right.
They probably were, he said it so many times, they're like, what? What's that last word you're saying? Vegan?
Huh? Who's that? What'd you say?
Huh?
Long weekend.
Pardon?
It's gonna be a long weekend.
Weekend.
Get that mind right, coach.
Coach.
He's talking to the coach.
Hey. It's gonna be a long weekend.
He puts the emphasis on the wrong syllable.
That's who they need to bring in. They need to bring that guy, bring in Sam Dacre for ECU baseball. Give him a little pep talk.
He's talking. He's talking next year instead of Ian Johnson.
So you said that? Did you say syllable?
It's from a movie. You put the wrong emphasis on the wrong syllable.
Syllable.
Yeah.
I love that.
Let's take a break.
Oh, man.
Gonna be a long break.
Gonna be a long break.
I'm going to try to get Troy Aikman's auto mall on Pirate. Yeah.
I'm going to try to say 2-syllable words differently like Sam Dacre does. I'm trying to think of a good example.
Sam Dacre.
Sam Dacre.
Dacre.
Long weekend. Man, that's good stuff. Back with you after this.
The date is set, and the time is now to make plans to join us for the Greenville's Art Bowl of the Year on Saturday, April 26th at the Hilton. The Greenville Museum of Art invites you to its premiere event featuring live music from train wreck, fine dining, dancing, and auctions. For tickets and more information, go to gmoa.org/art-ball. Join the celebration.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
North Carolina State Parks invites you to enjoy camping your way. With the weather changing, booking your own cabin is the perfect solution for your camping getaway. Reserve campsites or cabins today at Jones Lake, Goose Creek, and Cliffs of the Neuse. Whether you enjoy traditional camping or air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi, your next adventure can include hiking, beautiful scenery, and sunsets by the campfire. For information on booking a cabin, visit ncparks.gov.
Hey there, Eastern North Carolina, Jeff Stein at Brown & Wood. The Brown & Wood service specials include a tire price match guarantee, a $199 AC Delco front brake pad installation special. We also have a brake rotor rebate of $40 and a synthetic oil change on most vehicles for $89.95. Don't forget, free pickup and drop-off at Brown & Wood. 89 years in business, 4 brands, 3 generations, 2 rooftops, and 1 goal. To to make sure you leave a happy customer.
This is Dr. Andrew Bridgeforth from Orthopedics East and Sports Medicine Center. Our practice has been caring for the athletes at ECU and the residents of Eastern North Carolina for more than 35 years. Whether it's treatment for your sports injury or it's time for that joint replacement, Orthopedics East provides the latest in operative and non-operative orthopedic care. We also offer on-site physical therapy and MRI services, as well as walk-in urgent care on the weekends from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. For experienced professional care, call us at 757-BONE or visit us online at orthoeast.com. Go Pirates!
Overtime's Tavern is officially open in downtown Greenville. Whether you're craving a cold drink, hot meal, or just a place to unwind with friends in a laid-back atmosphere, we've got you covered. Join us daily from 11 a.m. to midnight every day, or stick around for our late-night hours on the weekends. Follow Overtime Tavern on Facebook or Instagram for daily specials and events, including live music. OT's is right across from the Sheets on Charles Boulevard in downtown Greenville. Overtime's Tavern, where every hour feels like overtime.
Hey, Pirate Nation, this is Jacob Sauls with EliteTruck.com, Eastern North Carolina's premier choice in commercial truck and van equipment. Come join us in downtown Little Washington on May 10th for our first ever Elite Truck Fest, which will include a truck meet competition, raffles, live music, food, and other family-friendly activities. All proceeds from this event will be going towards supporting Beaufort County high schoolers gain valuable apprenticeship experience in their desired trade. Visit EliteTruck.com for more information.
UBE and PirateWear.com are proud to offer the Pirate Nation its largest inventory of ECU merchandise and tailgate supplies ever. UBE has the best prices in town, so that makes UBE your one-stop shop for all things ECU. UBE does daily restocks of Champion, Adidas, and Under Armour. Don't forget to bring your young Pirates to plunder the Crow's Nest, which is the only kids store dedicated to ECU. Plenty of free parking in downtown Greenville. Visit them online at PirateWear.com. Go Pirates!
I love it.
Pirate Radio.
I'm glued all day.
Pirate Radio.
Listen to me rocks, baby.
Pirate Radio. The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Tiebreakers is open every day at 11 a.m. It is the best place to watch your favorite sports while enjoying the best wings in town, along with sandwiches, appetizers, cold beer, and more. Follow Tiebreakers on Facebook and Instagram for daily updates. Tiebreakers with 2 locations in Greenville at Bells Fork and on Greenville Boulevard, and in downtown Winterville on Railroad Street. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
All right. Are y'all here for the whole show?
Yeah.
All right. You're here for the party?
Here for the party.
Who's that?
Oh, I'm here for the party. Is that Martina?
I'm here for
Sarah
the
Evans.
party.
I think that's Sarah Evans, isn't it?
I thought it was somebody newer than that.
I'm here for the party.
Sarah Evans.
I feel like that's it.
Gretchen Wilson.
Oh, Gretchen.
That is not the same thing. Sarah Evans is like 90s, right?
I feel like they're both around the same time. Early 2000s.
Oh, you know what? Wait, Sarah Evans is 54.
And I ain't leaving till they throw me out.
I think I'm thinking of somebody else from the 90s. Who am I thinking of? Country artist. Sarah Silverman. Sarah, I don't know. All right, but I do know Justin Hardy.
Yes.
Because he joins us every Monday, and today is Wednesday. But the interview has been available on YouTube. What do you got, John?
Sarah Evans? Is that what you...
Thank you, John. Let's get to the Justin Hardy interview. Talked to him the other day, and we'll hear it right now. All right, joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, ECU great, Justin Hardy. And Justin, we appreciate you joining us once again this week. How we doing, man?
I'm doing good, man. Can't complain. How you doing?
Hey, doing good. Another Monday. Got the pollen thing going like everybody, but outside of that, we're getting through it. Justin, got a few topics for you today, and one was brought up on the Brian Bailey show. He talked to East Carolina wide receivers coach Darrell Roberts,
and asked him about route running and you know how can you teach route running? How does a receiver become a good route runner? And I thought that'd be a good topic for you because you became an elite route runner. I don't think you're just born that way. So what work went into perfecting those routes? And we saw so crisp here when you were at East Carolina and in the NFL.
Man, to be honest, it was reps. You know, just going out there and doing it. You know, getting the steps and getting the techniques that you need, but just getting those reps as you learn everything. You know, making sure you're strong in the right areas, making sure you're working on your acceleration, your brakes. You know, getting in and out of the cuts. You know, that's one of the things that I hang my hat on. Just make sure everything is good to go when it's time to play.
What's your favorite route to run in a game?
Man, to be honest, whichever gonna get me the ball. To be honest, like I really don't care. You know, as long as I can get the ball, I'm good with that.
What was the play when it was called when Shane? Which you guys didn't huddle a lot, right? So I guess it was signals. But yeah, when Shane gave you this signal, you knew it was going to be a first down. Like, well, which one was that for you? It was all of them probably, but which one worked the most?
Definitely all of them, but we had a play we used to call 95, and basically it's essentially a cross route, but it's really the middle of the field. Whichever I can find the hole at, that's where I'm gonna settle at. So that was really one of my favorite routes to run because basically I'm getting under one defender and climbing over the next defender, and then just find the area. So Shane did a great job, you know, find the spot to get the ball to me.
And you made a lot of plays, but also you were used probably as a decoy quite a bit too, and that's something that, look, when we're watching a game, like I'm watching the ball, I'm watching the quarterback where he's throwing it, but you have to almost sell out on every play, right? Like the play's going to you and make the defense think the play's going to you. So how about that, running, even though you know you might not be getting the ball on this play, you got to act as if you are, right?
For sure, you know, you want to always run your routes like you're going to get it. But also, you know, run those routes to, like you said, be a decoy to your guys. You know, it's going to be times where they have to run full speed routes to get you the ball as well. So it's like kind of work hand in hand with each other. You know, I want to make sure my guys get the ball just as much as I do.
And Justin, again, I mean, great hands, great route runner, but another reason you made it this long in professional football, the blocking. Where did that come from? Because when you're out there blocking, you look like you almost enjoy it. So how long did it take you to kind of get that part of the game as well?
It didn't take long at all. Actually, you know, when I first got to ECU, Coach K was like, if you don't block, you don't play. So from that day forward, he was like, I want to play, so I got to block. And then at the same time, it's like they blocking for us when we run the routes. They in the protection. They want to make sure the ball's getting off too as well. So, you know, I find it go hand in hand again, you know, with each other, you know, everybody working together.
Justin Hardy joining us, courtesy of Social House Vodka. You can go to socialhousevodka.com, get the J-Rock limited edition, Justin's own vodka at Social House Vodka. Got a couple of bad memories to bring up with you today, unfortunately, Justin, because we saw Duke melt down the other night. Great comeback by the Houston Cougars on such a big stage, and it unfortunately reminded me of a couple of things. I've had a lot of people that wanted me to ask you about the Super Bowl, and now Dan Quinn's my coach with the Commanders, a huge Dan Quinn fan, but the 28-3. So I got to ask you your memories of that, and watching that lead kind of slowly slip away, man. What was that like for you guys?
Man, it's football at the end of the day. You know, momentum is everything. You know, they had Tom Brady. He got hot. Everybody got hot. So, you know, kind of got to accept it at the end of the day. You know, really, you know, when you plan and you leave it all out there, you kind of could deal with the results. So that's kind of where I was at with it as far as, you know, being a loss. You know, I left it all out there on the field, did everything that I could do in my power so I could live with that. Sometimes, like I said, you just got to take those lessons, you know, learn from it and just move on.
We talked about Julio during one of your previous appearances, but he officially retires this week, Justin. So wanted to go back to him real quick. What kind of teammate, what kind of guy was Julio Jones when you were there with him in Atlanta?
Man, he was a great teammate. You know, all those guys when I got drafted there, you know, took me under their wing, you know, showed me the ropes, showed me how everything pretty much goes, and it stayed with me to this day. You know, they was great leaders. You know, great leadership from those guys. You know, making sure I was always good, and I appreciate them for that.
Was Roddy White done when you got there, Justin, or was he still around there?
Roddy was there my rookie year as well.
Okay.
Like I said, all those guys were like the big brothers to me.
And one more bad memory while we're on the topic, Justin. This was a bummer. It was going to be a senior night spectacular, card into Hardy to end it against UCF, and then of course we had the Hail Mary. That's still surreal for Pirate fans. I can't imagine what that was like watching it from the sidelines. Can you give us your memories of that terrible moment?
Man, to be honest, I thought the game was over with. After we went down and scored, I'm like, we happy senior night. We finally got a win on senior night. I'm good to go. But like I said, it kind of taught that lesson as until the clock say 0,
you
can't expect anything. You got to play the game. So it definitely was a tough loss. A lesson was learned. Like I said, you move on from it from there.
It's the great and the awful thing about sports, the ultimate reality TV show. You never know what's going to happen, and we watch these games, and it happens every week. And we saw 2 comebacks on Saturday night. Auburn led at halftime against Florida. Florida comes back, and then Houston makes a crazy comeback. I don't know. Any thoughts on the championship tonight? Houston, Florida. You got a favorite in that one?
I think it's going to be a good game. To be honest, they like to play with a lot of guards, so I feel like it's going to be a good game. I think Florida might edge it, though.
All right, going with the Gators. I'm taking Houston. I just love their physicality. I like their coach, Kelvin Sampson. He's a North Carolina guy. But I'm with you. I think it's going to be a fantastic game. Can't wait to watch it coming up tonight. Justin Hardy joining us. We got, of course, baseball season going on, and the Masters is this week, Justin. So I'll ask you, how are you with the golf club?
I can be better. I'm decent, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I need to work on my drive game.
Okay.
Like everything else, so I'm straight.
So the short game's pretty good for you?
Short game's pretty good.
All right. Yeah, well, you can easily get the drive going. Is that something?
I gotta get started though.
Is that something you might after your football career? Is that something you enjoy doing? It's interesting. I'm not a golfer. It's frustrating to me. Some people find it frustrating. Some people find it kind of soothing. So is that something you see yourself doing more maybe when you're out of football?
I think so. I feel like it's a great networking tool as well. You meet a lot of people. A lot of business gets done on the golf course, as I hear. So, in the next life, after football, I'm pretty sure I'll be somewhere near it.
Yeah, no doubt. We had the UFL Week 2 this past weekend. Former Pirate receiver Isaiah Winstead, good game for the Arlington Renegades. And again, we're still counting down the weeks to the start of the CFL season, where Justin will be back at it again. Looking forward to that. And also, you can enjoy a nice vodka drink with the J-Rock Limited Edition Social House Vodka. Go to socialhousevodka.com and check that out. And you can get Justin Hardy's own vodka. It's pretty cool. Justin, we appreciate you joining us today, man. Hope you have a good week, and we'll check in with you again next week, talk more football with you.
Thank you.
Justin Hardy joining us on Pirate Radio Live. Sean, if I gave you some J-Rock Limited Edition Social House Vodka, what are you mixing it with? You a vodka guy?
I'm going to go with a little bit,
Sprite, why he thinks about that.
I appreciate
I was going to say that, but it's not a sponsor.
Oh, sorry. Lemon lime soda.
Starry,
yes.
Can we do that?
Starry.
How about I just, you guys, Mountain Dew.
Well, Starry is a Pepsi product.
Starry?
I used to like a little cranberry. In fact,
a little cranberry vodka.
I had straight cranberry juice a couple weekends ago. I was kind of parched. I was at the Grosh. What are you laughing at, man?
The Departed. This is, yeah.
I went through a short phase of drinking vodka Red Bull.
Yeah.
But my heart didn't like that.
Yeah. I know people drink just water, like double vodka water. That's crazy.
You know what we call those people? Fun people.
Oh, yes, yes.
A lot of fun.
But check out the J-Rock Limited Edition vodka from Social House Vodka.
Before we go to break, I've been enjoying the John Gruden unboxing videos on TikTok, and he got a box from NC State, and in that box was Social House vodka.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
He got a bottle of it.
Was it J-Rock Social House?
No.
Well, Kahadre Hooker went to State, correct?
Yes, and then transferred here to
East Carolina.
East Carolina.
Speaking of which, I look up birthdays in sports when I do my trivia. Chandler saw a lineman that instead of going from Raleigh to Greenville, went from Chapel Hill to Greenville. What is that defensive lineman's name who celebrated a birthday earlier this week?
Khalif Mitchell.
Khalif Mitchell. Mount Mitchell is correct.
Khalif Mitchell. I forget that he went to Carolina.
Did Mark...
And then he ended up coming here to East Carolina.
Did Marcus Hands make that same move? Was he Carolina to ECU? I think he was.
Yeah.
Speaking of birthdays, anybody celebrating a birthday today?
My Rahjai.
Shall we sing him a quick one? Do you think he or not?
No.
It's up to you.
Yeah, but we didn't do one for my mom.
So. Okay.
And that was my fault.
Okay, all right. I'm
No,
just
that
making
was
sure.
my fault.
Because Chandler said, "Hey, man, we got to sing my mom happy birthday." I was like, "You want me to remind you that it's your mom's birthday?" But I think you didn't even come on the show that day or something.
I was only here for like an hour.
Right.
It was a game day.
It was Friday.
Yes.
Yeah. Long weekend.
Oh, football. How to get to football.
There you go.
It was a long weekend.
You did not go to football yesterday.
No, I didn't.
Which made for a great phone call.
Did you enjoy that?
I like yelling at you, and I like when you yell back, but you screaming at me while saying all the sponsors really made me laugh. That was really fun.
You got to get those sponsors in. And by the way, thanks to Steven Sausage, thanks to Carolina Eagle Distributing for providing an awesome tailgating experience yesterday. We didn't have Steven Sausage, but they were a proud sponsor. But we did have some ice cold beverages thanks to Carolina Eagle Distributing. Russ Saputo, who I saw today. So great to see you, Russ.
Let Russ cook. Let Russ brew.
And distribute.
Let him brew.
Brew on that. We'll be back with you after this 4-minute timeout.
Long break.
We're inside the Pirate Radio studios with our friends from QC Kinetics. Don, why should people use QC Kinetics?
So QC Kinetics, we're the nation's leader in regenerative medicine. So we've helped about 50,000 patients get back to an active and pain-free life without surgery, without drugs, and without downtime. We leverage your body's own natural growth and healing properties to not only repair damaged tissue, but generate new.
Don, give us the number.
252-765-PAIN. 252-765-PAIN.
That's QC Kinetics.
Hey Pirate Nation, it's Caleb with Stroud's Marine. Boating season is here, and at Stroud's Marine we're stocked up with over 20,000 pre-owned parts. We've got everything you need from propellers, lower units, trim units, electrical and fuel parts, and just about anything else you need for an outboard. Speaking of outboards, we will buy your old ones. And as always, our mission is to save you money and get you back out on the water as quickly as possible. Visit StroudsMarine.com today for more information. Stroud's Marine, your best source for salvaged outboard parts.
Make things happen this year with the new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
The convenience of Pitt Greenville Airport is waiting just outside your front door. Service is back.
track so you're connected to destinations worldwide through flights from American Airlines. Plan your next trip. Book your flights today at flypgv.com or aa.com.
Good news, business travelers. PGV and American Airlines has added a new early morning flight available now. Book today at aa.com and be on time for that connection in Charlotte. Fast, convenient, and close to home, PGV has American flights perfect for your next trip. PGV, where the Pirates fly.
Craving a delicious burger and a great deal? Then head on over to Bad Daddy's Burger Bar in Greenville. Every Monday, shake things up with $5 hand-shaking cocktails. On Rough Draft Tuesday, enjoy talls for smalls, where bigger drinks are the same price as the smalls. It's Whiny Wednesday with $3 pours of barefoot wine. Then on Salty Thursdays, sip on a $4 house margarita. And don't miss Bloody Sunday. Enjoy brunch and $5 house Bloody Marys.
And this just in at Bad Daddy's, mention Pirate Radio for 15% off your meal.
Bad Daddy's Burger Bar. Great food, amazing deals, and a whole lot of flavor.
I'm Michael Vaughn with East Coast Grading and Utilities. Many of you know my dad, David Vaughn, and his work in putting in subdivisions all over Pirate Nation. But East Coast Grading and Utilities is not just for those type of big jobs. We're here for the homeowners. Whether it's concrete, driveways, hauling rock, or sand, whatever you need, East Coast Grading and Utilities can get the job done. Call us at 252-531-7494 or check us out on Facebook at East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Do you want to get rid of wrinkles, tighten and lift your skin, smooth your skin texture, erase veins and brown spots, get rid of unwanted hair and under-eye fat pads? Are you interested in Botox or filler? Contact the licensed professionals at Beauty Bar MediSpa for a free consultation and ask about our newest technologies and treatments. Learn more at beautybarmedispa.com, Red Banks Road, Greenville. Enjoy your visit, love your transformation, and go Pirates.
This summer, the Greenville Yard Gnomes are back at historic Guy Smith Stadium.
Hey there, it's me, Gnomeo, the Yard Gnomes mascot. You've heard of gnomes bringing good luck, right? Well, I'm here to bring you great baseball and tons of fun, too. We're excited to have a great team, including a few ECU baseball players this year.
Season tickets are on sale now, so visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get yours today.
We'll have great food, cold drinks, and fun games for everyone. Come out and hang with your gnomies this summer and have some fun at the ballpark with us, the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
Pirate Radio.
You know, East Carolina deserves to go to Omaha. People should be worried about us. We're going to be really good, and I'm not afraid to say it on record.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 2 of Pirate Radio Live. Do you need custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items for your business, organization, or event? Keep it local. Print it local with University Sportswear. Contact them today at universitysportswearenc.com. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Be sure to check out David Price Construction for all of your commercial or custom residential renovation and building needs. Run by ECU alumni, David Price Construction specializes in commercial projects, maintenance on facilities, and large-scale residential renovations and additions. David Price Construction, the proud ECU home services partner. Call them today at 919-291-5532 or visit them online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clip.
Back with you, Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday. Let's get a little New Blue Pirate Report in here. New Blue has you ready. If you have issues with electrical, plumbing, or HVAC needs, you can contact them. Call nublue.com. They are ready to face any challenge. Your home deserves the best. New Blue is ready to help you out. New Blue Service Group, redefining service excellence. All right, we'll start with John David Baker. John, anything in particular you want to hear about? Or you want me to just run through these bad boys?
I said it earlier. I want to know what he said about Caden Hauser returning.
Let's go cut 4. Talks about Caden and his recovery process.
Yeah, it was great to see number 4 out there again, slinging around a little bit, and we'll slowly progress him in. You know, it's April, and as important as spring ball is, it's not near as important of having him in September. And so we'll continue to sprinkle him in. He got some team stuff today. He got some skelly, and so he'll continue. He looks really good. You know, I know he's frustrated. You know, he gets pissed every time I tell him that he's not going in. But it's good because it's been good for him because he gets to see the game from afar. And, sometimes that's the best thing for people. And, obviously he got to do it some last year and he grew a ton. And I think even more so he's gotten to do it this spring as well, not getting all the reps.
All right. There is JDB on Caden Hauser. Cut 3 talks about some of the other quarterbacks on the team. What is that, John? What is he talking about?
I wasn't there.
Oh, why did I ask you? I'm an idiot.
Just like the new guys, underclassmen. Everybody outside.
I love how you were looking at me. Like,
dummy! Everybody outside of Caden Hauser, Jake Garcia, Raheem Jeter. There's like three other quarterbacks.
Let's hear some of that. Cut 3 from JDB.
Yeah, they're all all very talented. They're cerebral guys. They know what they're doing. That's the thing that's probably most impressive, especially for Chasten and Cole to be here. It's April. They've been on campus for about 3.5 months, and for them to go into a team setting and be able to operate and move the football is really impressive from that standpoint. And then, just try and tell, JD all the time, like, I don't care that you're a walk-on, dude. You're one of the most talented people on this field. Like, you watch him throw the football, it's as pretty as anybody that we have. And so just making sure that he understands, like, and he knows this, but, he's somebody that cares and loves the game, and he's too hard on himself at times. And so just giving all of them, they're impressive up to this point. And they've got it pretty good because they've got 2 older guys and even Raheem that, those are extensions of me. They coach those guys sometimes harder than I do.
All right, there is John David Baker working with the quarterbacks. Uptick, I like that word. Have you seen an uptick in recruiting? JDB talked about the recruiting efforts. Cut 6.
Yep, absolutely. And that's what that's what you want. You want to, like you said, last year we were trying to sell a dream. It was like, well, this is what we did in North Texas. This is what we did at USC. This is what we did at Ole Miss. And, that helps because they see it. But for them to watch Purple and Gold go do it in Dowdy, like that just hits different because, they're able to see us do it. And for us to go, throw for over 3,000 yards, have a 1,200-yard rusher, have 2 receivers over 700 yards, like, those are things, because these kids, like, they look at numbers and they see where are stats, where can I go get stats, and so that's been exciting just to see people want to be a part of that. And we try to play an exciting brand of football, and guys see that, they like the up tempo, and what we tell people and our sell really is the more we snap the ball, that's just another play that somebody gets to touch it, and so that's what we try and sell, and we for sure have seen just people. Just recruits on campus. I know Blake talked about it the other day, but that's what you see is you see interest from people all over wanting to come see it.
JDB is himself. Like he's talked the same way, acted the same way since he's been here. At first, maybe some people were a little put off by like he's got a bit of a
down to earth.
Yeah, I was gonna say more like swagger. Like
he's got a swagger.
I don't want to say cocky or arrogant. Confident.
Yeah,
confident. He's very
confident.
He knows his stuff is good.
Yeah, he knows he's got good stuff.
Mm-hmm. Saw him out at the ball field yesterday.
But
he's the one that like brought in the burn the boats phrase. He had the pictures of him smoking a cigarette after wins last year.
I guess my point is like that's him, and he has not changed. And like that when they were losing and struggling, we were questioning the guy. I said that when he sat right here beside me.
We questioned him like, what are you doing, man?
What are you doing, man? Are you a phony? Do you know what you're doing? But now I think we know that he knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
And but he's been the same guy throughout is my point, and I like that.
I do feel like he's gotten more comfortable, obviously.
I think so too.
Being a younger gentleman.
I think so too.
He's confident and consistent.
And he's
competitive,
but not
combative.
Exactly.
Oh man.
We will hear from Josh Aldrich coming up in hour number 3, and still got to get to Holton Ahlers as well. But next, we're going to tell you about a cool event going on.
Play me some mountain music.
Glenn Griffin will be hanging out at Fifth Street Hardware quite a bit because he won a $100 gift card.
Oh, I was like, what?
For winning the Pirate Radio Bracket Challenge.
Out of nowhere.
I'm jealous about
that. I
that.
texted him and said, Hayden, Mac, and I had a title belt for the championship pool, and he used the briefcase.
Money in the bank.
He cashed in.
Now he does have a little money in the bank with a $100 Fifth Street Hardware.
You said it.
I did.
You said it.
Who
pal.
else would have said it?
You did. You said it. We got some great music going on. A lot of fun. Chandler Honeycutt and Brian Bailey. Like, sold.
I want to talk about champions right there.
Yeah, this is way better than the Masters.
Like, I'm just glad I'm not following Brian Bailey. Like, I
You're his
opening
act. Yes.
Yeah.
Warming up the crowd.
Yeah. You got to get him hype.
I'm going to be like, here is the legend, Brian Bailey.
What's the deal?
Do you have mic control, Chandler?
Mic control?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know what that is?
Like, more like crowd control?
It's all in one, all the same, yeah.
Yeah. I interact
I've
with the
seen
crowd.
you work at you work at the Buck, giving out jerseys.
Yeah.
You can work the crowd a little bit.
I do have crowd control back when I was in college. You can ask Courtney about this with karaoke. I did work the crowd really good at Fire American Tavern.
Where?
That was downtown. I'm not going to say where it is, but
Okay. Man, yep. I know where it was. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
Place has changed so much. man.
Wednesday night karaoke was the best.
The best.
I used to have the crowd going.
What was your go-to song?
Don't Stop Believing.
Have you ever stopped believing?
I never stopped believing.
That's why.
You believe that purple and gold.
You're a Cliff Calvin guy.
You believe in East Carolina.
I have pride in East Carolina.
We'll take a break. Coming up next, Courtney from Fifth Street will join us. I say down on Fifth Street.
Down on Fifth.
Added a couple of words. We got that. We got Holton Ahlers, Fleet Feet Rundown. Lot to do in hour 3. We'll do it after this.
I'm Morgan Ahlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. If you're looking for a vehicle just at the low end of the price scale, you can get that. And if you're looking for a high-end vehicle, you can get that late model, high-quality car, truck, SUV, basically for anybody at any price range.
That's right. We communicate with people all the time looking for something like that, and we stay in contact and find the exact vehicle that they want to fit their needs.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World. Go online at driveherenow.com.
Homeowners can face many challenges throughout this season, but our newest New Blue star, Dixon Williams, is here to slide in and save the day. Have a clog that's hitting a foul ball and nothing seems to be getting through? Dixon's fixing to get you flowing again. Feeling like your HVAC's in a slump? Dixon's sliding in to get your comfort back on track. Are swinging blind in a power outage? Dixon's delivering a power boost. So when problems arise, turn home strikeouts into home runs with New Blue, electric, plumbing, and air.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Parker Bird for my friends at Shimmer Boutique. New spring arrivals are here from all your favorite brands like Kinder Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and a lot more. Shop now at shimmerboutiqueonline.com and receive free shipping on all orders over $100. And don't forget, Shimmer is your place to get your very own Parker Bird shirt, available in youth and adult sizes. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and shimmerboutiqueonline.com. Go Pirates.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
Hot sandwiches are here. The pilot can't steer?
No, Jimmy John's hot sandwiches are here.
That's worse.
Jimmy John's new hot sandwiches are finally here.
Get ready for a crispier, crunchier, meltier, gooier Jimmy John's experience. Toasted sandwiches are here. Try the brand new toasted category or get any sandwich in the favorites category toasted to golden perfection. Jimmy John's in Greenville and Wilson and online at jimmyjohns.com. Go Pirates!
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
May I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Enjoy the warm air, circulating moments after you turn up the heat. Precise control of cooking temperatures. Enough hot water on demand for everyone's shower. The instant glow of warmth when you turn on your fireplace or fire pit. Never having to change a gas tank on your outdoor grill. Experience the affordable luxury of natural gas. Find out more at GUC.com.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
It's time for a Family Fun Barbecue fundraiser to support Riley's Army and families facing pediatric cancer. Join us Sunday, May 4th from 3 o'clock to 6 p.m. at QC Kinetics and treat you and your family to a barbecue dinner provided by Beaker's Brisket. Individual plates are $15 and family meals are $4 for only $50. Everyone who purchases a meal or donates will have the chance to enter an exciting raffle. We can't do it alone. We need an army. Order or donate online now at RileysArmy.com.
This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. The new Shimmer website is now live, and all orders over $100 will receive free shipping. Go to shimmerboutique.online.com and get shopping today. Shimmer is the boutique for everyone and carries all the top brands like Kinder Scott, Yeti, Local Boy, Pimp Shrimp, Simply Southern, and more. Free shipping on orders over $100 for all online purchases and free gift wrapping for all in-store customers. Shimmer in Greenville, Winterville, Jacksonville, and online at shimmerboutique.online.com. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Of all the places my girls want me to take them during the weekend, I think Shimmer is probably my favorite. They've got their stores, you know. But Shimmer's got stuff for the dudes.
It's local.
Including Hey Dudes. All right. Chandler's here. And also joining us, Courtney Withers from Fifth Street Hardware. Hello.
Hello, hello.
What's up, Court?
How are y'all?
Good.
We had you on last year. And an event so nice you had to do it twice.
I know.
It's coming back.
Yep.
Play me that mountain music. Sean will be a part of it. So let's hit the who, what, when, where. What's going on?
What you got going on? So we had it in the fall, or you had it in the fall, and you guys raised around $10,000?
Almost $10,000.
That's awesome.
So of course, when an event goes on like that and has so much success like that, you got to do it again. So y'all are doing it again. It's coming up when?
Yes, we are doing it again this coming Saturday, April the 12th, kicking it off at noon.
All right, so, and also while you're there and when you come to Fifth Street Hardware, you're able to buy shirts just like last time, but they're not going to be the same shirts. In fact, you're wearing one today.
I am. So I have one on now. They're going to be the limited powder purple edition t-shirt. So the back looks similar, but they do have a floral design to them this time. These are going to be $20 again, and then we're also bringing in powder purple Richardson hats. So you'll be able to get those for $30 while supplies last.
And this event is about giving back to the people of Western North Carolina, and you can do that with donations. You'll have bins set up around Fifth Street Hardware where people can drop off money.
We will. So we're going to have 2 donation bins on each of the front poles as you walk into the restaurant. And then we will also have QR codes all over, all on all of the tables. And then we'll have a guitar case at the front where people can throw cash. And then we are partnering with New Blue to bring a dunk tank to the patio.
Oh,
so
wow.
Dunk for a cause. It's going to be $1 a throw. You can come out, dunk some of your favorite artists. There's going to be some special guests in there throughout the day.
And then...
Including Chandler Honeycutt?
No, I'm not.
We're gonna try to peer pressure.
No, I'm not getting in the dunk tank.
Why not?
Because I'm not doing that.
I'm getting in it.
She's getting in it, and I'm going to try to dunk her. So
You got to be there late that night to be able to dunk me, but I will be there.
But donations could be made several different ways. So you mentioned, the bins that are going to be throughout the restaurant, the dunk tank, and then also when you're there, hopefully people come hungry, and then they can buy food. And there's a percentage of the sales going to the donations.
We'll be doing 10% of our food sales of the entire day straight to charity, so giving that straight back. And then another great way to donate is going to be our silent auction. You know it from last time. We loved it from last time, but we are bringing it back way bigger than before. We have over 30 items on the silent auction. Some of our biggest ones, Zach Brown was awesome enough to donate a signed guitar as well as a one-of-a-kind dimmer box. So that dimmer box was created just for him and his band. So we have it. It's also signed. And then you will also be able to bid on a guitar signed by all 11 artists from the event on Saturday.
I like the idea last year of the staggered starts for all the musicians. So, you go to a concert, you're kind of there from beginning to end. This one, you kind of pick who you want to hear, and if you want to hear them all, you can hang out all day. Is that the case again this time?
Kinda. So last time we did every hour on the hour, a new solo act took the stage. This time it is duo and trio artists all day long, leading up to 4 of your favorite local artists finishing it.
Wow.
So at noon, Ryan Joyner, Brooke Adamski, and Tanner Oakley are kicking us off. And then at 8 o'clock, Lonnie Britton, Jake Mitchell, Eric Dunlow, and Tanner Oakley will be taking the stage for the end of the night.
And people listening might recognize some of those names. They play all around town. So
They do.
And if you haven't heard them, you will be able to hear them this weekend at Fifth Street. So that's going to be a lot of fun.
It is. You're going to be able to hear people that you've never heard sing before. Anna Park will be there. Ryan Joyner's going to be there. They're all going to be mixing and mingling all day. They'll be walking throughout the event, hanging out with you guys, just, being there to raise as much money as we can for our friends on the western side of the state.
You guys have specials throughout the week. I don't know if you mentioned this yet, but are you going to have some food and drink specials on Saturday?
We will. Well, our food will be just regular, but our drinks, we're going to have $5 all North Carolina beer. White Claw is going to be on special. High Noon will be on special. We have a domestic beer bucket special, and we'll have $4 domestic bottles all day long.
Joel on YouTube is telling you to hop in the dunk tank and don't be selfish. I just don't understand why you wouldn't do it.
How about I donate and try to dunk somebody?
You're a fun guy. You're a fun time. That would be fun to try to dunk Chandler Honeycutt.
I guess I can't dunk him if he's MCing, though.
Yeah.
Then he'll be soaking wet trying to talk
No,
about it.
after he's done.
Nah, man, nah. Because then I gotta watch.
What, you don't want your hair to get wet?
Because I want to enjoy the event. I want to enjoy those musical acts that are going to be playing.
She's putting on the event and doing it.
I know, but she's going to actually sit back and relax, as you should, because
I'm going to try.
Because there's a lot going into this event.
There is.
The planning's kind of stressful.
It is. It's been a lot, but we are really excited. We've been able to partner with a lot more local businesses. You see a lot of the downtown Greenville merchants on the silent auction this time. That way we're encouraging people to come back down here. We're partnered with a couple different local businesses for the people sitting in the dunk tank. So the back end work has definitely been done. Now I'm going to let my staff take control of it and run that event on Saturday for us.
Let's go back to the last fall and just kind of what made, and obviously the disaster that happened in Western North Carolina, but when did you start thinking about, hey, we need to do an event?
It was a few weeks in. Actually, Roger Perry and I, we just got to talking. We were on the phone, and, I'm from that side of the state. And so my brother, he had been up there. He had been working, sending us pictures and videos of all of the damage and how many people were up there rallying together to try to bring them back together. And so Roger and I, we got on the phone, and we just thought, how can we raise money? And we know that Greenville, they love music. We love coming together to support other people. And so we thought, let's bring together the two things they love the most, charity and music, put them together and, raise as much as we can for them.
And it's like right as soon as that event ended, is that when you kind of started thinking, hey, we need to do this again?
Yeah, about 2 weeks later, I was like, all right, going into the spring, into the summer, Christmas comes around and everybody's thought process on charity really shifts. In November, it was horrible up there. They really, really needed the support. But by January, nobody was still donating. And so there's still so many small communities that really need us to rally together. So we wanted to find a way going into those summer months where it's hot up there. They need AC, they need houses, they need water. So a way that we can donate another lump sum up to them to distribute for the spring and the summer.
Usually when you're going to see some of these people that are in the lineup this Saturday, you're having to pay a cover at the door. That's not going to be the case this Saturday.
It is not. It is a free event. You'll be able to come in all day long. As long as we're not at max capacity, you'll be able to come in all day long. We're going to have our repair shop open, which is an all-new game room. We're going to have the music going through the entire restaurant, so it really doesn't matter where you are within Fifth Street Hardware. You are not missing what's happening up front.
If you haven't seen it already, it's on our social media pages, but the video I did with you and Adam, and we were able to show off the awesome that back room, that game room. Y'all call it the retail shop?
The repair shop.
The repair shop. So say something about that.
Yeah, so it finally is finished. We have 2 pool tables, projection screen, 3 dart lanes, skee ball. We have a couple motorcycle sit-down games, big buck shooter for those who really love it, a claw machine. It's just a good place for you to come, grab a beer, take your friends, play a few games of pool, and just hang out with us.
Gotta give a shout out to Jenny. I think she's got a good idea.
She does.
Doing like a Pirate Radio challenge, doing that once a week, and then finally having like a championship game at pool. So I think we should definitely do that.
I would love. I suck at pool, but I would love skee ball.
Oh, that's my favorite. I put that in there for me.
But yeah, I'm down because I like to do things like that, Chandler. I like to get in dunk tanks and things like that.
Would you get in the dunk tank if you came Saturday?
I mean, now I'm talking myself
walk.
into it, right? Yeah, I got to try to stop by there. But man, another awesome event going on at Fifth Street Hardware. So cool that y'all are doing this again, and cool that you got these great musicians too to help you out with it.
Yeah, all of the artist proceeds are going straight to charity. So we really thank them for being willing to come, especially spend their entire day with us, because most of them are performing, 2 or 3 different times throughout the day. Some of them even 4. So for being willing to do that and being willing to put all of that straight into the pot to send up to Western North Carolina, along with everybody else who has made this happen for us. We've had a lot of help, a lot of supporters, people who are coming together just to make sure that we can make this happen. So we're just glad to be able to host this.
Chandler, you remember during basketball season, Pike, one of our everyday listeners, was coming in for a basketball game. He asked where he should eat. We told him Fifth Street. I think we might have recommended. Do we recommend burgers or wings? I can't remember. But either way, he enjoyed what he had. My question was going to be, what would you recommend for people going? What is your favorite thing?
Right now, the new hottest thing is the taco wrap.
Yes,
Shirley. The new hottest thing is the taco wrap.
Is that what Shirley had for lunch?
Yes.
So Shirley went to Fifth Street today for lunch, and she was looking at the menu, and I told her, I said, you have to have the taco wrap. I had it a couple of weeks ago. I was in there with Aaron Williams with New Blue, and I think I was already thinking about getting it, and he said he was going to get it. I was like, all right, I'm definitely getting it. So I totally recommend the taco wrap.
All right.
We'll be working off of a limited menu for Mountain Music, but we will have a lot of our new menu items. We launched a new menu January the 3rd with 9 new menu items. The majority of those menu items are on the menu for Saturday, so you will be able to come by, get some of your favorite new menu items, and then we'll also have a special cocktail menu that has some really good mountain-inspired drinks on it for Saturday as well.
All right, Mountain Music coming up this Saturday, April 12th. From noon to 10 p.m., I'll be emceeing from 11:30 to 4. Brian Bailey, 4 to 8, I believe.
Yes.
So I talked to Brian Bailey yesterday out in the jungle. He's excited about coming out there.
We're
I think
so
he's
excited.
He was asking if I think he's going to have a table with him and his wife and maybe his folks. So, but for more information, where can people go and find out more about this awesome event?
You can find all information on our Instagram or Facebook at Fifth Street Hardware, and then our website under the events tab at fifthstreethardware.com. Everything's posted.
Courtney, good luck. Thank you for joining us.
Thank y'all for having me.
It should be an awesome
and
time.
I'll see y'all Saturday.
All right, there you go. Courtney Withers from Fifth Street Hardware joining us today. Big event going on this Saturday. We'll take a break, come back, hear from Holton Ahlers when we return. Renegades 2-0. We'll talk about that. And also get his thoughts on Cliff Godwin's comments from last night, because Holton was certainly a guy who bled the purple and gold. We'll talk about that and more when we return. Pirate Radio Live after this.
Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry has been Greenville's premier dental practice for over 40 years. I am Dr. Chris Gateway, and our mission at Michaels & Gateway is to provide exceptional dental care with compassion, integrity, and innovation, ensuring every patient leaves with a healthy, confident smile. Doctors Michaels & Gateway are committed to providing an outstanding patient experience with every visit. Not only do we offer all your dental needs under one roof, in most cases, we can take care of those needs on the same day. Bring your smile to us at Michaels & Gateway Cosmetic and Family Dentistry.
At US Cellular, you don't have to choose between a great deal on the phone you want or the phone plan that's right for you. 4 free phones of your choice and 4 lines for just $90.
Whoa, that's like getting tickets to both a wrestling match and a figure skating show.
Yep, get both. 4 free phones of your choice plus 4 lines for $90, no trade-in needed. US Cellular, built for us. Terms apply. Visit uscellular.com for details.
This is Brandon Tate, owner and operator of Atlantic Wireless, an authorized agent for US Cellular since 1997. Visit atlanticwireless.com to find the store near you. We go beyond the call.
Fish Street Hardware is bringing back mountain music and are springing back together to help our friends in Western Carolina on April 12th. This event kicks off at 12 with great food specials, giveaways, auction items, and a full day of amazing artists rocking the stage. Featuring local favorites Lonnie Britton, Tanner Oakley, Back Row Backsliders, Anna Park, Jake Mitchell, Eric Dunlow, and many more. Mark your calendars for April 12th and we will see you at Fish Street Hardware's Mountain Music Springing Back Together event. For all up-to-date information, follow us on Facebook and Instagram at Fish Street Hardware.
This is Brian Harris with 360 Golf Carts, Pitt County's go-to shop for all things golf carts. We have E-Z-Go, club car, and utility carts to choose from. Whether it's for the beach, riding around the neighborhood, or working in the yard, 360 Golf Carts has the perfect ride for you. If you have issues with your current cart, take it by my shop for an expert's diagnosis. From parts to sales to service, we have you covered. We will even deliver right to you. So come see me, Brian Harris, on Highway 43, just past D.H. Conley High School. 360 Golf Carts, Pirates supporting Pirates.
You've had your new computer a few years now, but lately it's been running super slow, acting strange, and you're worried about viruses and losing data.
This is driving me mad!
Let the experts at University PC Care in Greenville and New Bern professionally diagnose your Mac or PC to see what's really going on. They'll determine the root cause and not just symptoms, so you don't waste money fixing the wrong issues. Call 252-558-1280 for in-store or remote service, or make an appointment online at universitypccare.com.
This summer, the Greenville Yard Gnomes are back at historic Guy Smith Stadium.
Hey there, it's me, Gnomeo, the Yard Gnomes mascot. You've heard of gnomes bringing good luck, right? Well, I'm here to bring you great baseball and tons of fun, too. We're excited to have a great team, including a few ECU baseball players this year.
Season tickets are on sale now, so visit yardgnomesbaseball.com to get yours today.
We'll have great food, cold drinks, and fun games for everyone. Come out and hang with your gnomies this summer and have some fun at the ballpark with us, the Greenville Yard Gnomes.
East Coast Grading and Utilities is your source for clearing, hauling dirt, and concrete work. East Coast Grading and Utilities handles all sewer and water issues as well.
I'm David Vaughn. Whether putting in a new subdivision or helping you with any and all of your drainage problems, I can get the job done. Call me at 531-7494.
No job is too big or too small. East Coast Grading and Utilities. Friends helping friends. 531-7494 for East Coast Grading and Utilities.
Hey Pirate Nation, this is Dixon Williams, and the best place to go for custom t-shirts, apparel, or promotional items is University Sportswear. University Sportswear hit a home run for me when I needed my custom shirts. From start to finish, University Sportswear provided superior customer service and a quality product that cannot be beat. If your business, organization, or event needs t-shirts or promotional help, then you need University Sportswear. Visit universitysportswearenc.com for contact information. Go Pirates.
This is Parker Bird from ECU Baseball, and you're listening to Pirate Radio, the voice of the Pirate Nation.
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Country Mart has been locally owned and operated for over 40 years and is your premier country store, serving the best cheese, biscuits, and country food around. They're open every day, and they have 2 locations, in Bethel on Highway 11 and in Stokes on Highway 903. Both Country Mart locations are top-of-the-line fuel stations serving Shell gas, including 93 ethanol-free high-octane gas. Country Mart, fueling you up with great food and your engines with great gasoline. Now let's head back into PRL. Here's Clipper.
Back with you. Pirate Radio Line. Back. Let me update some scores on the Buccaneer Music Hall scoreboard presented by The Buck. A lot of day baseball today. And right now, the Padres lead the Astros 2-1 in the 7th inning. Touchdown, Diamondbacks. They lead the Orioles 7-0 in the 5th. O's off to a struggling start. Reds on top of the Giants 6-1. It is Nats 5, Dodgers 4. Nationals going for the sweep.
Going for the sweep and getting back to 500.
Breaking out the brooms.
And the Dodgers, who started off red hot, trying to avoid a 9-5 record.
Getting the sweep here would be awesome because we have a long road trip coming up.
It'll be a long season.
Stros lead the Mariners 4-0 is that score. Coming up later tonight, Braves look for 2 in a row over the Phils. Looks like Will's Yankees. Oh, Yankees win. Max Fried picking up the win. They beat the Tigers 4-3. Fish over the Mets.
Oh, I saw Brett last night at the game.
Brett the Met.
I saw him on TV.
And he was working the camera.
I know. They showed him working the camera.
I mean, it was not that cold last night. I walked up to him. I was like, "What's up, Brett?" He's got the gloves on and everything. He's like, "It's cold." He's like, "This wind is killing me. It's so cold out here."
I, for the first time, saw Brett live in person. We were he was working the camera over on the third base side, right behind the dugout, and we were standing like right behind the bullpen. And there was another guy working the broadcast, and I heard Brett like 4 times, and I'm like, so I looked over, and he took his head out of the camera, and I saw him. I'm like, that's Brett. Like, he's real.
Did you say anything, or did you just stare at him for 9 minutes? Just
no, I don't know.
That man is real.
I don't know what he looks like, but I know his name is Brett, and he does the broadcast. So I was like, I put 2 and 2 together. I was like, he's a real person.
Mm-hmm. Did you hear a guy whispering in a Yankee accent?
Did he sound like this? It's so cold.
I didn't hear his voice.
Did he say something about wine soda?
Did you talk to Brett?
Yeah.
Wow, okay. Because Jarrett hates everybody that's ever interned here. He hates Will. He hates Delaney. He tolerates Hayden. And I think you hate Grayson too, right?
Sure, if that's what we're rolling with. I mean, I like everybody, not an equal amount, though. But at first, when I started here, I hated Brett's guts. But, I mean, it's an acquired taste.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Jarrett?
It was. I think like the first time we worked together was when he was talking Virginia Tech, and he was just pissing me off.
Oh, he did have like the dumbest.
Yeah.
Take ever.
They'll never beat East. They'll never beat Virginia Tech.
East like Brett, we've beat this
beat them
a lot. Like,
he was talking crap about Anthony Smith. He's like, we got a guy who's never caught a pass. What the hell are you talking about?
Man's a dog.
Jared just left the building hating his guts.
But yeah, no, hanging out with Brett's been cool.
Okay. Brett's a cool cat, man. All right, let's...
Don't worry, guys. When you guys are no longer interns here, y'all be good to go.
Jared's just got this chip on. Well, now Jared's an employee.
Yeah.
So, like, y'all are cool.
Yeah.
Now he hates his coworker, us.
No, I don't hate anybody.
No, please. Everyone be quiet.
You just got a big chip on your shoulder.
I don't think that's it.
What is it?
I don't know.
The anger issues?
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, we'll talk about that later. But right now, we'll hear from Holton Ahlers, who joined me earlier today. Let's get to it. Joining us today on Pirate Radio Live, QB of the Arlington Renegades, Holton Ahlers, joining us today on the program, host of the Holton Ahlers Show. Holt, how we doing, man?
Clip, doing good, man. How are you doing? How's things in G Vegas?
Good. It got warm. It got cold again, and now we're at a pretty good temperature. So right now, everything's looking good. Baseball not looking good. 4 straight losses. I want to hit on that in a moment, but I want to talk a little football with you. Renegades looking good. Isaiah Winstead looking good, and Holton Ahlers, A-plus teammate, right there on the sidelines.
Thanks for pointing it out, Clip.
Congratulating his buddy, but no, that was cool to see. Holt, how'd the game go this weekend?
Dude, it was good. We it's kind of weird because the score was 9-11, which obviously, as a fan thing, I mean, you want to see more points scored. Yeah. Number one in offense, but I think It's weird though, because like the scores will be different than like typical games because we don't kick PATs. You either go for 4 or 3, which it makes it more entertaining for the fans. So it was good though. We played this Friday. We play Skip Holtz's team, Birmingham prime time. So I think it's on ESPN and Fox and ABC, one of the 3 or all 3. So we'll have to see. Should be a good one though. They got a good team. So man, I love it out here. I'll tell you.
Awesome stuff, man. And I meant to mention this to Rahjai when we talked to him a moment ago. I had a thought this weekend. I don't know why my brain thinks about weird stuff, but I want to be Rahjai, or I could kind of attach myself to you. I want to be y'all's Brian Windhorst, where Windhorst just became famous because he like covered LeBron James when he was young or something. So yeah. I need you or Rahjai to make it big at what you're doing a good job now, but I want to be like your personal beat guy, so eventually I can be on ESPN. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, Clip. I think you deserve that. You know what? Any breaking news with me, Clip, if I start this year, you'll be one of the first people to know.
Yes, I'm going to Windhorst myself into your life. Holton Ahlers. There you go. Yeah, right. Holton Ahlers show's breaking that news, not Clip Brock from Pirate Radio.
I said one of the first, Clip. I'll let you know.
Oh, can I be the one that says I can confirm? Like after Holton Ahlers show puts it out, I can say, yeah.
We'll put per source, Holton is starting, and you can quote it and say, I am the source.
Okay.
There you go.
So you get it out there first. I get credit as the source. Beautiful.
Yeah.
This is how it works, folks.
Win-win.
Speaking of my chat with Rahjai, and man, you're a perfect guy to have on to have this conversation. Have you seen the Cliff Godwin comments from last night after the loss to State? Where
I did, man.
Yeah.
I did. It's kind of weird because like living out here, especially during the season, like I don't get to see as much. Like I was texting with my buddies the other day about the game and stuff, and I don't get to watch as much, I guess. But I do see the clips that y'all post, and yeah, I saw the comments that he made. And it's tough, man. I mean, it is, and like. You can go ahead and get your question first. I kind of cut you off there. What was the question?
It was interesting because I asked Rahjai, who will bleed purple and gold his entire life, and he didn't know hardly anything about ECU when he came from South Carolina. You grew up here in the backyard and wanted to be a Pirate, so you have even more buy-in from day one to the university. I don't know. I guess my question would be like, can you still buy in 2025 to the school? And not make it about yourself, and you went about it. So what would your advice be kind of to the guys?
My advice would be like, I definitely, 100% you can buy in. You got to think of it this way. And like, these kids are blessed. And I was extremely blessed, and Rahjai was too. I'm sure he told you the same thing of like, the school that you're at is the school that's giving you the opportunity to do the things financially that you're doing, to get the education that you're getting, and then to play the sport that you're getting to play, like all of that. Is there other schools that would take you? Well, there's probably always been that. Just now there's probably schools with more money, but like there still should be guys who care about the culture. And look, baseball has a good culture, and they have a good culture because their head coach instilled it. I know, like, I'm close to Riley Johnson, who's obviously banged up right now.
Yeah.
So I think they'll get it figured out. I mean, I do that. And like I said, I haven't watched too much because I've been out here. But yeah, I think you can still buy into a core and buy into a university. Like, in my opinion, obviously I grew up an ECU fan and loved ECU beforehand. But when I got there and saw it firsthand, like, I fell in love with it any more than you guys like Rahjai and Carter Cunningham and RJ Felt and guys that also did the same thing that are not from Greenville. Like, you can fall in love with it and fall in love with the process and the people. Like, the people at Greenville and ECU are special. And that's not changing whether a school gives you NIL money or not. So there should still be buy-in, and I definitely think there is.
Yeah, man, those names you mentioned, it's almost becoming, outside the norm. That's why I celebrate Rahjai and RJ and Riley Johnson and guys like that stuck it out, yourself, obviously. But it's a different time. We're all trying to keep up, and Cliff Godwin. Like, how many legendary coaches have we seen leave Holton in all sports in the last 4 or 5 years? So these coaches are going to have to go about things a little bit of a different way too.
Yeah, and that's what's tough is like you got to almost change your coaching style. And obviously I'm close with Coach Houston, and talking to him before he got fired, after he got fired, and when we were winning, like, he had to change probably more than anyone. And him and Coach Godwin are kind of similar just from interacting with them both, I would imagine, because they were both like culture guys, like you either buy into the culture or you're gone. And it was weird, though, because like Coach Houston, I did a really good job of adjusting to the culture aspect, but then the NIL stuff, which I think he adjusted well to as well, it just comes at you so fast that you just got to make a decision on, do I give up a little bit of the culture to win more games? Because that's what bring in more guys to transfer portal. So like, it's just a different way of coaching now. And obviously some people it works out for them and some people it doesn't, but like, that's why you'll see younger guys, which you'll see Dion go be successful, is because he didn't have to go in and build this massive culture. He could just go in and bring in guys and say, be talented. That's our culture. Get to the NFL. That's our culture. So, I mean, there is a different world. That's a lot of coaches, like you said, are retiring. And that's honestly one of the reasons why I'm not even going to get into it is because of that.
Yeah, that's a good point. Hey, there's breaking news for you. Holton Ahlers joining us on Pirate Radio Live. Holt, another reason I'm glad to have you on. You follow the NBA closer than myself and a lot of people I associate with. So why the hell did Michael Malone get fired? Speaking of coaching,
dude, I don't know, but I hope he ends up with the Knicks. I mean, fire Tom Thibodeau immediately and hire him. But I heard it was something about like there's 2 games before, no clue, but if they report it, you believe it because they're the most trusted person.
Right.
And that's just from experience of being in a locker room and then having guys report it. Yeah, I lost the team and all that, but I mean, he literally won a championship in 23 with 1 All-Star. So I will take him. If I'm a Knicks fan, I would love to have him. He's from Queens. He has a bunch of New York ties. I would love to have him.
I hear you too. Like the coaches have lost teams before, but like right before the playoffs start, it's just shocking that they would go a different direction. I know we got Lakers and Mavs tonight, so there'll be a lot of Luka and Anthony Davis talk. How about, are the Knicks still in that same spot they've been in the last 3 months, Holt?
The 3, yeah. They lost in overtime to the Suns last night, but they're just pretty much locked for the 3 seed. Probably playing the Pistons, which actually are a pretty decent team if you follow the NBA now. Like they're got a really good young core, so won't be an easy outing. But I don't know. It's weird. Like last year, the Knicks had no expectations, so that the year was amazing. This year, we had a lot of expectations. We have like the same record as last year. Everyone's like upset, which I kind of am too. So it's kind of a weird dynamic.
I get that. It's all about expectations and where the bar is. Jared, I'll say this. The one thing that gives me hope for the Charlotte franchise has nothing to do with Charlotte because they'll screw it up. But seeing the Rockets record and the Pistons record, these teams have been bottom of the barrel, and they're having great years. If they can do it, why can't we? Well, because
it's cool because like
franchise.
It's cool, and even you look at the Thunder now. Like teams are getting built by actually drafting guys and building around them rather than just building super teams, which is like that's when the NBA is at its best. I feel like as a fan is when you can draft guys and build up. Like if you're a Hornets fan, you're like, all right, well, if we have the first overall pick, like or top pick, like we have a chance to build around this guy and actually be successful in a few years. It's not like the NFL where you're just like screwed for 15 years. You just got to suck it up like the Raiders.
Hey, try to do that once a week because that really just tear it off.
Okay.
Is pro sports turning into what college was, and now college is turning like you talk about pro teams building, like you get freshmen in and grow them up, like it's almost flip flopping. It's nuts.
That's a good thought, Cliff. I haven't thought about that, but yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
When's the next edition of the Holton Ahlers show coming out?
It'll be next week. Yeah, next week. We're confirming our guest now. We should be dropping Caden's show, The Backup Plan, tomorrow evening. So we'll be posting that on our socials and then obviously with radio as well.
Holt, good luck in prime time Friday night. That'll be cool. We'll check that out.
Yes, sir. Appreciate it, man.
We'll talk to you again soon. Later, buddy. Joining us on this Wednesday edition of Pirate Radio Live.
What the hell is his problem? I've been nothing but nice to this guy. Cheered him on, big defender of him when I was in school, and he treats me like that.
Were you?
Yeah. Dead honest.
Honest, where are you from?
Dead honest.
Dead honest.
I couldn't tell.
Dead honest, mate.
I couldn't tell if that was like Massachusetts or Scottish.
That's just
Drew McIntyre.
That's just a speech impediment.
Scoot Tony.
Go ahead and say what you're going to say because I have a response to it. Are you done?
I mean, he's disrespecting me, a coworker of his, and a former coach and teammate in Pete Carroll and Geno Smith. I just don't really see how that was necessary.
Chandler, you're a good judge of whether something is necessary or not. Do you think that was necessary?
Let's check the necessary meter. I think that was unnecessary.
Yeah, we were talking about the NBA, and this guy like just throws me under the bus.
Totally unnecessary.
Ruins my day.
He could have dodged that. He could have avoided that.
Could have said the Browns.
Yeah, but I mean,
I guess he knew you were.
He's on a bit of a higher plane than you are. How many touchdowns have you thrown in the UFL?
Probably the same amount as him.
How many touchdowns have you thrown in the NFL?
Yeah, that was the joke.
No, I love Holton. It's
Jarrett,
all fun and games.
I took that as I almost cried when he said that.
Really?
You know why? Because that means y'all are boys.
Really?
Jeff Ross says you roast the ones you love. I take that mentality. I think Holton roasting you showed how much he cared about it.
That's nice. Love you too, buddy.
That shows friendship.
Yep.
That shows care.
Friendship.
Yeah.
Because, Chandler, how much do I love on you by roasting you?
A lot.
And I mean,
the fact that we're still not best friends is insane.
Because I love roast the hell out of you.
Yeah.
Like, you are cooked. You are well done.
I am absolutely cooked. I am burnt.
Let's take a break. We'll come back, get our Fleet Feet rundown, and have more for you on Pirate Radio Live on a Wednesday after this.
This is proud ECU alumni David Price of David Price Construction. As a leading general contracting firm, we specialize in commercial construction and renovation. Whether it's updating your office space, renovating your restaurant, or building a new retail store, our team at David Price Construction is ready to assist. We are committed to delivering quality, value, and customer satisfaction across all of our projects. So give us a call at 919-820-3612 or find us online at davidpriceconstruction.com. Go Pirates.
It's time for a family fun barbecue fundraiser to support Riley's Army and families facing pediatric cancer. Join us Sunday, May 4th from 3 o'clock to 6 p.m. at QC Kinetics and treat you and your family to a barbecue dinner provided by Beaker's Brisket. Individual plates are $15 and family meals are $4 for only $50. Everyone who purchases a meal or donates will have the chance to enter an exciting raffle. We can't do it alone. We need an army. Order or donate online now at Riley'sArmy.com.
Do you ever talk to yourself about where to eat today, and then you hear
Warren's hot dogs?
Then you're thinking, yeah, 2 hot dogs, chips, and a drink for $7.50 would be awesome.
Warren's hot dogs.
And maybe some homemade lemonade, perhaps a pizza or a sub, and definitely an apple or peach turnover.
Warren's hot dogs.
Don't overthink where to eat today. Go to Warren's Hot Dogs in Greenville across from Ron Ayers or in Chocowinity next to the fire station. Warren's Hot Dogs, serving the Pirate Nation since 1991. Go Pirates!
Ready for a home makeover? Bostic Sugg Furniture's new and now collection has the freshest styles you've been dreaming of. Store-wide savings on fashion-forward looks and styles for your living room, dining room, and bedroom. Hundreds of items in stock. Or let our team help you build a custom piece just for you. Plus, 6 months special financing and local delivery for just $19.37. Sleep better with over 30 models of brand-name mattresses to choose from and up to 48 months special financing. Now at Bostic Sugg Furniture.
I'm Morgan Ahlers here with Brian Cook. He's the comptroller with Greenville Motor Company and Greenville Auto World. If you're looking online, one website covers both locations. It's driveherenow.com.
Right. We're the driveherenow.com family between our 2 locations here in Greenville. I can take you to either website at gmcapproved.com or greenvilleautoworld.net. And yeah, you can see all our inventory there. A lot of stuff says coming soon as we're getting new stuff, but be on the lookout for anything you need.
Greenville Motor Company and the new Greenville Auto World. We will earn your trust and business one vehicle at a time.
A pepperoni pizza for the table.
Thank you.
And may I suggest trying it with our Pepsi Zero Sugar? It has just the right amount of sweetness to complement all that cheesy, saucy goodness, while the carbonation and notes of citrus enhance the flavor profile. Simply divine.
Pepsi Zero Sugar? You've really outdone yourself this time. Pizza deserves Pepsi.
Warm up with our winter savings at the Beaufort Hotel. Plan your winter escape and save up to 20% off. The premier vacation destination on the Crystal Coast is nestled on 10 acres and overlooks the Rachel Carson Reserve, home to 30 wild horses. Discover why Beaufort was named the best small town for adventure by USA Today when you stay at the Beaufort Hotel, where your Outer Banks adventure begins. Visit BeaufortHotelNC.com or call 252-728-3000.
Are you a new real estate agent wondering how to get your first deal fast? ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate is hiring, and we've got you covered. At ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate, we help new agents hit the ground running with proven training programs, high-quality leads from multiple sources, no cold calls, just real opportunities, one-on-one coaching from our experienced team, and cutting-edge marketing and tech tools. Don't start your career alone. Join the ENC Pirate Realty Allen Tate team, a team that invests in you. Visit ENCPirateRealty.com and never worry about where your next deal is coming from. Go Pirates!
We better sight land pretty soon. There's rumblings of mutiny.
Pirate Radio.
Rumble, rumble, rumble. Mutiny, mutiny, mutiny.
The voice of the pirate nation.
You mean on top of everything else, this ship is rigged?
You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
Welcome back. Where do you find the best selection of pre-owned vehicles in Eastern North Carolina? It's DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com is a combination of 4 dealerships in Eastern North Carolina with a fully stocked inventory of over 200 SUVs, trucks, and cars. If you're looking to upgrade your vehicle or purchase one for a new driver in the house, get shopping today at DriveHereNow.com. DriveHereNow.com, supporting the Pirates for over 47 years. And vacation spots are right here in our very own backyard. You can take a trip to a state park and enjoy traditional camping, RV space, and air-conditioned cabins that can be rented with Wi-Fi. If you're by a lake, be sure to check out the opportunities to rent a canoe or kayak and get out on the water. Your next adventure is right around the corner. For more information, please visit ncparks.gov. Now let's head back in to PRL. Here's Clip.
Go fly a kite at one of our great NC parks. Welcome back to the show. Chandler, you are right up against that mic like you want to say something.
We're going to overtime.
Overtime Tavern tonight, playing sports trivia.
Good stuff.
8 o'clock.
$1.25 bone-in wings and 75-cent boneless.
That's right.
I'm going to get me a beer tire.
You going to get you a beer tire?
Beer tire.
Man.
Beer tire.
That's one of my big regrets about not drinking anymore. I see those nice, tall, cold beer towers, and I'm like, man, I'd like to have one of them.
And if you sit at the bar, you can enjoy their new swiveling bar stools.
New bar stools.
Yeah.
All right. Good deal. It's all happening at Overtime Tavern. They got good food, and I keep hearing about the wraps. I hate being picky or, like, asking, you know, just order off the menu.
Yeah.
But, like, this isn't a huge ask. You think they could do me a cheesesteak and a wrap?
I don't see why not.
Yeah.
I'll get you.
Bone is a regular there.
Yeah.
So he can make it happen.
That is Bones. Yeah, I used to have places like that.
I will
Namely
say,
Bowley's, O'Cool's, but, like, that's...
Well, like, the food is what really... Like, I love the buck, but sometimes I need something to eat while I'm drinking.
I got you. But if Boca was there, our good buddy Boca, who runs the food truck here in town, he also works at Overtime. If he was there, he'd definitely do it for you. But guess what?
He's not going to be there.
He's not going to be there.
Boca, you can cook up some good stuff. Do you know Bofa?
No.
I don't.
Bofa who?
Tell me who?
I don't remember his last name. All right, let's get to our Fleet Feet rundown. A-Harp, tell us what's going on, Fleet Feet.
Hey, Pirate Nation. Be sure you have the best and most comfortable shoes this tailgate season with a stop at Fleet Feet. Locally owned and operated by ECU alum Chris Lunyon. Fleet Feet of Greenville provides solutions through one-on-one services to runners, walkers, and everyone in between. Fleet Feet has the tools and technology to get you in the right shoe, including a 3D foot scanner that measures arch height, width, and more. Go see them at 207 East Arlington Boulevard in the old Gordon's Golf location. Fleet Feet. They run for you.
Question from Jamie. Do they call him Jarrett or J-Bone at overtime?
Jarrett, and they misspell it. They don't put the second T.
Journalism Bone. You need a middle initial like Homer J. Simpson.
I mean, my middle name's Waylon. So
Jesus H. Christ. It has to be one syllable, I think.
H. Christ.
Journalism H. Bone or something. Journalism W. Bone.
Yeah, I like W.
All right. Journalism W. Bone.
Reporting for duty.
Phil name. Phil name? Full name.
Phil name.
Phil name.
Speaking of Phil, have you seen my buddy Phil lately?
I have not. Can I get his full
I know
name?
so many Phils. What's his last name?
Phil McCracken.
Got us again. I've been had by the best. Let's make Shirley just wait by that microphone for 20 minutes.
Before we go to Shirley Rhodes, I do want to say, hey, thank you, Fleet Feet, for your sponsorship. It is Wednesday, and every Wednesday is a pub run. If you like to drink beer and you like to get your exercise in, whether that's a run or a walk, Uptown Brewing tonight, 6:15 to 7:45. 418 Evans Street, right there in downtown Greenville. So go and enjoy a nice pub run thanks to our friends at Fleet Feet. Shirley Rhodes, what do you got?
Well, before we get to Shirley, I just want people to know that my internet's back up and running.
Oh, nice.
Shirley Rhodes.
Yeah, what about it?
Minor league report.
Well, Trey Savage made his professional baseball debut last night on the bump for Dunedin Blue Jays.
Did you see his first strikeout?
Yes, it was a contested. Well, they initially did not call it a strikeout, awarded the batter first base, and then they came back and said, no, it was a strikeout.
Grandkids, come sit down. Let me tell you about my first strikeout. A robot called it. That'll be Trey Savage's story.
Yeah, but he went 3 2/3 and struck out 4 batters. So pretty good opening start for Trey. Ryan McChrystal went yard in his first at bat of the season for the Daytona Tortugas.
Great name, great hat. Tortugas. I need to get me one of them hats.
I got to get me one.
Is a tortuga like a turtle?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, some version of a turtle.
Tortuga.
But,
that's how you say it in Espanol, I believe.
A tortuga.
Tortuga.
Sorry, I don't.
But anyway, he went 1 for 3. Carter Cunningham got a hit and drove in a run for the Vancouver Canadians, which I believe is the High A affiliate.
Boy, this is a real triggering segment for Jared.
I was going to say, I don't speak Spanish, and you looked at me like...
How do you feel about the Canadians?
We're on a ceasefire right now.
Wow, that's making peace.
You're on a pause.
Yeah. I got personal stuff going on. They do as well, so...
Okay. Carter Spivey also pitched. He went an inning and struck out a batter for the team is escaping me right now. It's not the Columbus. Oh, Akron Rubber Ducks.
Nice. Another great name and hat.
Which, unfortunately, Trey Benton is also on that team, but unfortunately, Trey is injured and he is out for the full season, so we won't see Trey pitching. But and then Josh Moylan went 1 for 3 with an RBI for the Hudson Valley Renegades. By the way, Trey pitched against the Jupiter Hammerheads, which is the team that Jacob Jenkins Cowart plays for. But JC did not play last night. This was his off day.
How long was that flight in?
Wow.
All right, what did I miss?
I was going to ask
who's hurt. What was the lead up to that joke?
Trey Benton.
Who does Jacob Jenkins Cowart play for?
The Jupiter Hammerheads.
I was going to ask, does Robert Kraft on that team?
Wow.
Jupiter Hammerheads.
Jupiter.
Well, that was my joke, because the planet.
Oh, my God. Shirley, thank you. I'm sorry. We ruined it. Well, you know what? I'm going to say we. It was them, but I'll say we.
Okay.
But good report.
Funny.
I am upset because the Jupiter Hammerheads have a terrible hat, like in logo. Like just
they could come up with something a little
throw
bit
a
better.
shark up there and call it a day. Like, what is that? That's stupid.
Let me see that logo again to make sure it's the right one.
It's like, it's too much. It looks like an anchor, and then you got the shark. Just have a cool-looking hammerhead and call it a day, right? And I would buy it right now.
It's not that hard.
Yeah. They're doing too much. Doing too much.
Some of it can be a little bit over the top, almost cartoonish.
Yeah. Like the Akron rubber ducks have cool ones. I like their regular one, but also the one that's just a rubber duck.
Yeah.
I really
Just
like
looks
too.
like a little rubber ducky.
I think Big Dog has that hat.
The rubber ducky one?
Yeah, I like that one.
Not the rubber ducky one.
I like that one. Yeah, I think you're right. I think you might be right. All right. Thank you, Shirley Rose. All right. What is next on it? We got National Day. What's NFL way too early, J-Bone?
I love the NFL. I would just wondering if anybody had any takes at the moment before we get underway with the draft in a week or two.
Well, I've been looking at NFL MVP odds quite a bit, and I love Jaden Daniels.
So we talked about that, and I was like, well, what's Brock Bowers' odds? And it was like 40,000 plus 6,000 for Offensive Player of the Year. I like that bet.
I got a take. Thought about it the other day. I don't know if I love Geno Smith being there in Vegas. I think he might be too good for Brock Bowers. I need a crap quarterback that's just going to feed him the ball. Geno is one of the best long ball thrower. I don't know what the numbers say. You just want to talk about eye test and get quarterbacks out there throwing a 50, 60, 70-yard pass.
Yeah.
I think Geno's got one of the most beautiful balls I've ever seen.
Well, he does have like one of the best completion percentage when it is tight coverage, and Jacoby Myers last year did not drop a single of his targets. So I think that combo is going to be very deadly. And then we bring in Ian Thomas. That's a three-headed monster in the tight end room with Brock Bowers, Michael Mayer, and Ian Thomas.
Okay, I don't care about any of those guys. My point is, of course I care about Brock Bowers. He is elite. He's the best.
Those guys.
I'm talking about Ian Thomas, John Mayer, Your Body's a Wonderland, and some dude from State.
State.
Jacoby Myers.
Jacoby Myers.
Great.
He's not great, Jared.
Jacoby Myers.
You overrate your players.
Yes,
man.
he is.
I didn't mean great as in like he's a league great. He's just great for the room we have.
So now you're blaming me for not knowing what great. When I think great, I think you mean.
It's just a word I'm throwing out, man. Let me speak.
My point is, I was kind of giving a compliment.
Yeah.
Geno Smith's too good.
I appreciate that. I think we're going to win 8-9 games and start building on something here.
Chandler, give me a take on the Panthers.
Man. I don't know. I'm going to say.
What is year 2 of Leggett look like? Can he be, to use a word from Jarrett, great?
I think he could be great, and I think he can do what his horse does. Take a leap.
His horse leaps?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Horses leap, right?
And bound.
Yes.
I think of horses more running. I don't see a lot of just like
Gallop.
when I ride past like a horse, what would you call
Farm?
that? Oh yeah.
A stable?
Prairie? I don't know. But I don't see them out there jumping around a lot. You know what I mean? Like House of Pain.
You're not looking at the right horses.
That's true. I ain't looking at Dollar Bill.
What is it, like equestrian something? Okay, where the horses, they like crip walk and everything.
I will say this.
Good take, John.
I think JT Sanders, our tight end, will finish top 5 in tight end fantasy players.
Fantasy players, not tight ends. Fantasy players.
No, amongst tight ends.
No, amongst tight ends.
Okay.
Let me help him out.
Yeah.
Who is he?
JT Sanders was the rookie last year from Texas.
Okay.
And I really liked what I saw out of him. And he did so good that we said, why do we need this Ian Thomas guy? Let's send him to Vegas.
Let me ask Will a question. Will, are you going to be here during the summer? Or are you going to be gone?
I'm going to be back home.
Okay. We do a lot of fantasy football chatter during the summer. Who's the Giants running back that had a good year last year?
Tyrone Tracy.
Is he back?
He will be back. Yes.
Is he going to be the main guy?
Unless we draft Genty.
Right. Yeah. Is he a viable fantasy guy next year, you think?
Viable, yes. Someone I'd rely on, no, because he was very inconsistent, very matchup dependent. I had him on my team towards the end of the year. And one week you'd get 15, the next you'd get 4.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of that had to do with the Giants O-line, though, which will be improved by Andrew Thomas coming back.
All right.
Chiefs won't win the division.
Okay.
That's my hot take.
Malik Neighbors leads the league in receiving.
Chargers.
Chargers win the West. Malik Neighbors leads the league in receiving.
Did anyone say the Lions won't make the playoffs?
No.
I'm going with that.
Gross.
Who's my? I need to think about. I've not been in the NFL mindset. I want to think of a team. We'll do it with Tony. I mean, good grief, we got a lot of time, but we always do the name. I think it's 4, maybe. Name 4 NFC teams that'll make the playoffs that missed it. I think the average is like 3.
I got one for
maybe
the
we'll do
AFC.
3.
Patriots make the playoffs.
Huh? They may.
Oh, hey, oh.
Thank you. National Day update.
No.
No.
I was trying to do something with Vrabel. I couldn't.
Well. No. How about cut your mic? I crafted that one.
You massaged that into the conversation.
Someone needs to call the Thai law on me. All right, it is National Unicorn Day. Chandler, do you believe in unicorns? Do you think they once existed on Earth?
Sorry, I'm thinking about getting to OTs later and having me a cold Teddy Bruschi.
Oh, man.
I'm sorry, what?
Did you have a David Patton for that joke?
What was the question?
When you have boneless wings, do you eat it with a Vince Wilf fork?
Very good. Very good. Do you believe in unicorns?
No.
Okay.
No.
I was really hoping you'd say yes.
What if I did? You want to did you have something set up? Or?
Do you believe in unicorns?
I actually do.
I don't have anything set up. Okay. I just thought it would be cool if you thought at one point in time unicorns roamed the earth. And really,
I don't think it's like out of the realm of possibility. You got rhinos. Why couldn't a horse have a...
Yeah, or a deer, I think, or like...
Yeah, I guess.
I mean, you went all the way to rhinos.
Yeah, you went way down the line.
Elephants have tusks.
Mammoths have tusks.
What
we
if
have
you,
teeth. I mean...
What if you saw a horse with an antler poking out? You'd be like...
Shoot it.
It is National Library Outreach Day. I don't know what that is. It is National Former Prisoner of War Recognition Day.
Wow.
Shout out.
POWs. National Education and Sharing Day. National Chinese Almond Cookie Day. National Winston Churchill Day.
Yeah.
National Name Yourself Day.
What would you name yourself if you could?
Journalism W. Boney.
Yes.
It's a great name. When I was a kid, we need to take a break. What are we doing? When I was a kid, I wanted to change my name to like David or Eric or John because Clip was confusing to everybody. And like, you had to tell the teachers they would call me Clifton because that's my birth name. And I hated saying my name's Clip and they'll be like Cliff, Chip. So I was like, I want to change my name. I don't like it. But then, it became cool for a while. That has been Clip's Cool Neat Story of the Day. We'll wrap it up when we return after this.
Ready to play a little kickball? Robbie's Clubhouse, a place for special needs adults and children, will host their annual kickball tournament on Saturday, April 26th from 9 a.m. until 2 p.m. at the Sarah Law Softball Complex located on Reedy Branch Road in Winterville. Come join the fun while helping the special needs community by joining us as a friendly kickball. To register a team, visit eventbrite.com and search Robbie's Clubhouse or call 252-916-9117 and we'll see you Saturday, April 26th.
Stella Artois is a world-renowned Belgian beer with over 650 years of brewing heritage. Stella's rich, full flavor and smooth finish is perfect for making moments worth more. Stella's non-alcohol option, Stella 0.0, offers the same iconic taste without the alcohol, ideal for those looking to enjoy Stella anytime. Stella, whether celebrating big or small, Stella is the perfect choice for elevating the everyday. Proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989.
At Langley Contracting, we're superior roofing specialists. Whether it's a new roof or repairing your old one, we've got you covered. And best of all, we handle your insurance claims. We are locally owned right here in Eastern Carolina. We are licensed and insured and have a 25-year roof warranty. We can handle your gutter installation too, so everything is seamless. Call or visit us online at 214roof.com for your free estimate today.
Langley Contracting, your superior roofing specialist.
At Children's Health Services, we understand the importance of your child's well-being. This is Dr. Chris Osmick, and our mission is to provide comprehensive, patient-centered health care through every stage of child development, starting the day they are born in the hospital. We are not just here to treat illnesses. We are here to partner with you on your child's health journey. Schedule your appointment today to build a brighter, healthier world for your children. Children's Health Services, Arlington Boulevard, Greenville, or soon to be our second location on 10th Street. Go Pirates!
Revolutionize off-roading for everyone with the all-new Ridge Crew side-by-side. A 4-cylinder engine delivers all the power your team needs to move heavy cargo or ride recreationally on challenging terrain. A fully enclosed cab with 2-row space. And HVAC keeps the crew comfortable in every season. Command peak premium performance together. Ron Ayers Motorsports, Highway 11, north of the airport in Greenville.
Make things happen this year with the new John Deere. In just one visit to Quality Equipment, you'll find the right lawnmower, compact tractor, or Gator UTV that will save you time and money on your next project. Keep things running all season long with the help of our experienced parts and service team. Your new Deere isn't far away. Find current offers and budget-friendly packages at your local Quality Equipment with 36 locations across North Carolina, South Carolina, and Virginia. Visit QualityEquip.com to get started. That's QualityEquip.com.
Hey, buddy, it's me, your foot.
What? Are you okay?
Not so much. These old shoes are killing me.
But I've had these for years.
Years? I've been stuck in these things and now I'm screaming. You need custom fit shoes, my friend. And we're not talking one size fits all here. You need comfort, support, and most importantly, freedom.
Well, how do I get that?
Head over to Fleet Feet. They'll make me feel like $1 million and keep you running strong.
Fleet Feet at the Old Gordon's Golf location on Arlington Boulevard. They custom fit every shoe for your unique foot. Visit Fleet Feet and step into comfort. Your feet will thank you.
Saturdays are your day to kick back, relax, and have fun. That's why Ottavola Market Cafe is the perfect place to go for dinner, drinks, and takeout. Ottavola is open every Saturday at 4 p.m. on the bar side, serving a special selection of menu favorites of appetizers, pastas, and specialty pizzas. Whether it's dine-in, takeout, or drinks with friends, Ottavola is the best choice every Saturday starting at 4 o'clock. Visit OttavolaMarket.com to see what's new, and visit Ottavola on Red Banks Road every Saturday starting at 4. Ottavola, Pirates supporting Pirates.
Pirate Radio.
You know, if you're going to put your name on something, it better be your best work.
The voice of the Pirate Nation. You're listening to Hour 3 of Pirate Radio Live. This hour of PRL is brought to you by Bud Light, reminding Pirate fans to stay in the game and drink responsibly. Bud Light, the official beer of the ECU Pirates, and proudly distributed by Carolina Eagle Distributing since 1989. Now, back to the show.
It was actually a really good day for the stock market today. The Dow was up 2,962 points and closed at 40,608. The NASDAQ was up 1,857 points at 17,124. And the S&P was up 474 points and finished the day at 5,456. That's your Wells Fargo Advisors Stock Market Report. For a personal look into investing, call Wells Fargo Advisors today at 756-6900 in Greenville. Wells Fargo Advisors, LLC, member SIPC. Now back to the show.
All right. Thank you, Shirley Rhodes. We'll see you tomorrow. Appreciate your work, Delaney, and Will as well. Enjoyed it, John?
Yes, sir. I did too.
Enjoyed it, Journalism W. Bone.
It's fun.
Be back on Thursday, all new edition of Pirate Radio Live. We'll talk to you then. For the crew, I'm Clip Brock. Jeff Charles, take us home.
Have a great night, Eastern Carolina.
Thanks for listening to Pirate Radio Live, an exclusive presentation of the voice of the Pirate Nation. This is Pirate Radio, WGHB Farmville, 1250 at 92.7 FM Greenville, WDLX Washington, 930 and 104.1 FM Washington.
And welcome into the Pirate Radio studios. I am Shirley Rhodes. A brand new edition of the Danny Beal Show is headed your way as DB talks a lot of baseball with some former Pirates now playing in professional baseball. The Danny Beal Show Season 2 starts right now.
This is an exclusive presentation of Pirate Radio Digital.
All right, welcome back. New season, new episode. We thought it was good enough the first time, so we thought we'd give it another season. But thank you guys for tuning in. Danny Beal Show back for another season. Hope you guys enjoy. It was all awesome experience being able to give you guys some ECU and ECU baseball specific content in the last 12 episodes in the fall. But back for a new season in the spring. Hope you guys enjoy this iteration of episodes. Going to do a lot of the same stuff. Talk to some guys around baseball, but not specifically